makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best. I wasn't looking, but somehow you found me. I tried to hide from your love light, but like heaven above me, the spy who loved me is keeping all my secrets safe tonight. And nobody does it better. Though sometimes I wish someone could. Nobody does it quite the way you do. Why'd you have to be so good? The way that you hold me, whenever you hold me, there's some kind of magic inside you that keeps me from running, but just keep it coming. How'd you learn to do the things you do? And nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, 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 you're the best.
Yo, what's up, pups? Boogie Doo. What's happening? Fast Abdul. I heard people prefer Connery. Yeah, but the more films are funnier because they're just wacky. Kryptonite. What's happening? No stream till after 20 days, possibly. What's up, Lunacy Point? What's up, Diversify? Kryptonite. Good morning. Urban Productions, good to see you. Been a second. What's up, Tom Rudders? What's up, Woosty? How's it going? Yeah, Saturday's pretty chill. Saturday's usually pretty chill. But, you know, I gotta stream because it's just too much euphoria. We gotta see what's going on. Twitter was blowing up. So many people are making videos about it. People are really excited in crypto, actually. Actually looks pretty good. Moonraker was really funny. Some funny clips from that one. Where is the Addy, what's happening? Yup. Francia de Jesus, how you doing? Hello. Arte Suave, what's up? RBTC, good to see you. Charles Fuck, stacking, good to hear. Life of Shinarki, green is my favorite color. Right on, brother, right on. What's good? The music's a bit loud. Okay, hang on a second. Let's figure this out. Where we at? There we go. Cool. What is everybody up to? What is going on, man? It's crazy out there. This is so exciting, man. The HEARTMAN could start streaming at any second. Any second he could start streaming. What's up, Puffy? How's it going? What's up, Data Def? TS Pedro, good to see you. What's up, buddy? Nuclear Bendo. Nuclear Herb on X went into more detailed breakdown on why SEC won't appeal in 20 days. Oh, let's check it out. Okay, I'll go to that. Let's go, Wolves. What's up, Moon Mutt? We got our first. Yes, let's plug him in. Hey. What's up, Fast?
Hey, Wolf.
How you doing? Yeah. Good to see you.
Chilling.
Did you see this message from Nuclear Herbs, the new one apparently?
Not today. I haven't checked his profile.
Okay, we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up in a second here. What's up, Waldo? How you doing? Sold off most of the pump. Feels like if he streams, we'll pump and then dump back to where we started. Yeah, there's, it's just the broader market right now. People are concerned that we topped out, or that we're not topped out, but we just have a little bit of downward momentum for the moment. So we're going to look at those charts, and I think it just could be a couple weeks here, which actually lines up well with that 20 days. So maybe it all works out beautifully, right? 2 more weeks. I hate to say that to you guys. Literally 2 more weeks.
I don't know. This time it feels a little different. We got some activity going on. The Richard could pump with the sack bags again at any time, and people know that, right? So they're going to be lining up to get in on that deal. I don't think we'll go all the way back down. I could be wrong.
Great. Well, that's fantastic. Really quick, I want to do a little bit of news. Wait, what's this? Why is this? You guys check this out. This is really important for you guys, okay? Because a lot of you guys are about to get into some newfound wealth here, all right? And I don't know if most of you are prepared, okay? I know most of your bags are packed. Most of you guys have already shown me your wallets. They're looking good. They're looking juicy. I'm proud of you, but watch this video. You'll understand, all right? Just watch the video.
Making an arrest in what they say was a crypto crime that left a man out hundreds of thousands of dollars. An ex-girlfriend accused of going on a spending spree. 7 Jessica Holly is live in Southwest Miami-Dade with how she was eventually caught and cuffed. Jessica.
Also today, we're hearing from the man who says he was ripped off by a woman he loved. He says he's sharing his story to warn others about this type of crime.
Can you do me a favor?
A 22-year-old woman escorted from a downtown Miami hotel accused of ripping off her ex to the tune of $850,000.
I had great intentions with her. I loved her with all my heart. I treated her the best that I could.
Michael Anthony Bravo is a guy who hit it big in the crypto market. He also thought that finding Jabali last June was a win in the love department.
I always, spoiled her with great dinners, whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted to go shopping. I provided for her. I helped to pay her bills.
But this relationship would head south a couple of weeks ago. He fell asleep on his yacht and woke up to find she was gone, along with his American Express credit card and $850,000 in cryptocurrency.
As soon as she transferred the Trump coin from my wallet into her wallet, she left within 7 minutes.
I think this was a plan from day one, that she targeted my client, that she's much more sophisticated than he gave her credit for. And for someone 22 years old to have set all this up, this can't be her first rodeo either.
Private investigator David Bolton was hired to track her down and found her in a downtown Miami hotel on Valentine's Day, where Miami police confronted her. Investigators say she told them, "That loser is my ex-boyfriend. He lets me use his credit card." Police say she also booked an Airbnb with his card, with a charge of more than $4,200. She was arrested for grand theft and credit card fraud. But the problems for Bravo didn't end there. After appearing in court, the Tunisian native was handed over to immigration officials. The problem is she has the key to a crypto wallet that holds Bravo's money.
And that's kind of put us in the bind that we are with immigration at this point. And certainly we don't want her to be deported until she goes before a judge and before our client is made whole.
And he says they are working with Congressman Carlos Jimenez and the state attorney's office to try and keep her here until they can get Bravo's money back. We're live in Southwest Miami-Dade. Jessica Holly, 7 News.
All right, Pups. This is a true story. This really happened. I mean, I'm listening to it, and it sounds like a screenplay.
They're suing all our companies.
It literally sounds like a screenplay.
Police make.
But it's not. It really happened. And, I mean, you can't write this stuff. He woke up, and she left with all his Trump tokens. He woke up on his yacht.
Shit.
He woke up on his yacht, and she had left with the wallet with all the Trump tokens on it. And now they can't deport her because she's illegal because she has the keys to the wallet. She has a seed phrase.
It's like a good plan.
Pups, what have we learned here? What have listen, what have you guys learned? Are any of you breaking any of these cardinal sins? All right. Are you making some of these mistakes? All right. Who has your seed phrase? Are they illegal? Are they illegal? Do you live on a yacht? Did you meet her after she found out you had a yacht?
Is she way, way hotter than you?
Is she? Well, no, that's okay. That's okay. Well, okay, there's a point to that.
It can
though.
be, but like it raises some suspicion of the reason that she is there. That's all. Like, I don't know. I was gonna say that about this guy, but he kind of looks, he looks a little bit chatly. I think he could pull that off.
No, I think it's doable, but it's really your frame, right? It's your, he's very soy, right? He's like, just listening to him talk, he's just like, I loved her with all my heart.
The Trump coin from my wallet into her wallet, she left within 7 minutes.
I think this was a plan.
How does that happen? Like, how is that even possible?
I had great intentions with her. I loved her with all my heart. I treated her to the best that I could.
Michael Anthony
Epic fail, pups, epic fail. Why does she have that kind of access to his wallet? Nacho keys, nacho coins. Who said that? Andrew. Oh, man. And the plot thickens. They're making a screenplay right now on this one. This one's good. This one's juicy. I can already see who's going to play these parts, too. There's some great actors that can play this. This is good stuff.
There's probably a version that that happens every single day.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys something. If you tell a girl you're into crypto and she doesn't go dry for you, she's playing you. Crypto makes women dry. All right. I tell girls I'm in real estate, which I also am too, because I used to build homes. So that's what I tell girls. Even though I full-time do this, I do not tell them I do crypto. Crypto makes girls dry, like that, super fast. Don't do it. Don't have that conversation. Once maybe you're together, she finds out that, oh, you're really into crypto. That's fine, but make something up. Tell her you're in real estate. Tell her you're in business. Tell her you're an online marketer. Tell her anything. But don't tell her crypto. And not because it's crypto, because literally it makes them dry. All right. Especially part of the world I'm in. You just don't say it. All right. He trusted her. He wasn't even in a long-term relationship. There was a ton of red flags here, a ton of mistakes here. Yeah. Most chicks dislike crypto. He was bragging. Yeah, possibly. He could have said a lot of stories about the yacht, right? He could have said 100 different things that he did for a living, Yep. Girls just care that it's not that girls like money, they like fun, and money facilitates fun. And girls like men that are spontaneous. Money allows you to be spontaneous. A guy who's glued to like a 9-to-5, it's tough for him to be as spontaneous as a guy who's got his own business, right? So it doesn't matter what you do. You don't need to tell her. She doesn't really care how. She just sees the yacht. She sees you can have a fun life. You have the potential to have one. That's all she cares about. She doesn't need to know how you make your money. So don't tell girls you're into crypto, unless they're girls into crypto, like Lunacy Point. I mean, there's definitely a small group of them. They're over here in PulseChain. You can tell those girls that you're into crypto, but the rest of them, don't tell them you're into crypto. And not for security, but just because it's just bad game. Just don't do it.
Don't tell like dudes that you meet at the bar or at the gym that you're in crypto either, right? Like,
right, 100%.
Like it's to tell people you do investments, you're a drug dealer, like whatever. But like nobody's gonna look for your seed phrase if they don't think you have one. So, no reason to make it public knowledge. Unless, you're on the screen, then it's too late. It's too late for us, Wolf.
Drug dealers work, man. You can tell them you're a drug dealer. You can tell them you direct porn. You can pull that off too. I tell girls I'm an adult film director sometimes. That's one of my things.
Nice.
Girls like that because then they want to talk to you about how do I tell my parents about that. That's the best conversation to have with girls. And I love having that conversation with girls because they have fun. I think in some way they know I'm not telling the truth, but they just love those conversations with you. So that can be some little game alpha for you. Tell girls you're a porn director.
If you start the conversation there and they stick around, you got a good shot.
Yeah. But just, I'm kidding. Just tell girls you're in some online business. They'll just assume you're like a drug dealer or porn director. That's usually what happens to me. I don't tell them. They just assume I am. Actually, everyone just assumes I'm a drug dealer or a porn director anyway. So I get that a lot.
You could be both.
You could be both. You could be both.
And into crypto, maybe. I haven't met you in person yet. It doesn't seem impossible.
Claudia's opener is tell me and send your seed phrase. What's up, fam? How you doing, Tam Tam? Some girls like a guy with a pulse. The beached whale, creep move. When chicks ask, I tell them I'm retired baller. You could tell them that. How tall are you, Charles Fox? He's like super short. That'd be the best, right?
That would be funny, yeah.
I'm joking. I don't tell them I'm porn director. It's a joke. Just tell them anything, but don't tell them you're in crypto, okay? I don't actually tell them I direct porn. No, I usually tell people I'm in real estate, which I am. So it's the truth anyway. But you guys can tell them that too. It's fine. Anyway, we got this. Putin reacted to the meeting with Zelensky and Trump. And it's different than what you would have expected his reaction to be.
You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you don't have the cards.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you'd expect. It's a big mess. Porn director, Saintus Campos. What? You're 5'10"? Tell them I'm a retired astronaut. Look, you can tell them anything. You just need the confidence to pull it off, all right? The more confidence you have, you can say anything you want. You can tell them you work for Putin. All right, that's going to be my line this week. This is awesome, whoever made this. Meanwhile, in Moscow.
One pair of pants later.
All right. Now, you know what's crazy? The inverse Kramer was right again.
Nice.
Of course.
MicroStrategy, okay, look, I say if you want to own Bitcoin, own Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. You should own Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a great thing to have in your portfolio. But MicroStrategy, okay, look.
That came out.
Somebody must pay this guy to show the top or the bottom, right?
100%,
like one or the other.
100%. It's called market
sell
making.
The bottom, buy at the top. Like, who's paying for him to do that?
It's called market making, okay? And that's part of the sponsorship for his show. You know, that's how you afford to go. So, for example, Trump's son made that tweet. He gets paid to do that by the market makers, all right? Big people who have massive positions, they pool together and they pay for it, all right? Just like we pool together to market, let's say, pDAI or PulseChain or whatever it is, they get together and market, and they'll send Kramer what to say, and it's a check for whatever the price is for that, $1 million for the spot or whatever. And Donald Trump Jr. got $1 million or $5 or $10 million, who knows, to tweet, to tell people to buy ETH so people can fill their shorts, all right, or whatever that is, right? Because their shorts are massive. If you know it's going to, if people are going to fill it, and you can, it's very profitable. It's very profitable. Very profitable.
A few moments later.
All right. So, Grand Inquisitor Cicero says, how the world watches in awe as Richard returns to streaming, bringing long-awaited glory to PulseChain. It's kind of what's happening. Everyone's waiting for the stream, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I present to you His Grace, the Count of Monte Cristo.
Greetings.
Legend.
My dear Count, allow me to introduce to you my husband, Monsieur Villefort.
Grav, what movie is this?
Very kind of you to
The
think.
Count of Monte Cristo?
Oh, I am the one honored with
Looks
your
like a comedy.
presence.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know which movie that is. Could be.
That was awesome. Greetings. Meh. The peasants, the plebs have been waiting. Greetings.
3 hours later.
He will peg on the first stream back. All right. Shout out to Somi. He says, big congratulations to Vitalik for creating Ethereum, which enables decentralized applications like Hex to exist. Ethereum is also hosting the PulseChain and PulseX sacrifices too. And Richard Hart has officially defeated the SEC in court because Judge Auntie Carol Amon specifically asked this question: where does the blockchain live? And that's true. This is actually from the court case. She asked them, it was a big deal when it came out. It was part of the transcripts. She asked, where does the blockchain live? And the SEC, they had about 5 of them scurrying around in circles, and they couldn't come up with a legitimate answer for this. And it's a great question. It's a great question. So where does the blockchain live? Because they were suing the code. They were not suing Richard Hart for this. They're suing, PulseChain and PulseX and all these things, right?
Yep.
I'm correct, right? Technically, right? They were suing the
totally. Yeah, they're trying to sue the blockchain, like an app. It wasn't directed directly at him, I don't think.
Yeah, and so she just had the great question. She goes, okay, where does the blockchain live? Like, where is it? That means Ethereum was sufficiently decentralized enough for the SEC not to unlawfully attack crypto participants. Thanks again, Vitalik, for your wonderful invention for the community. Welcome to PulseChain. We love you. We love you, Auntie Carol, Judge Amon. Thank you so much. What a great little...
She could have been the only one who could have front-run that if she knew. And she did now.
She probably was the first one across the bridge, wasn't she?
Yeah. Hopefully she didn't get stuck.
That movie was Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. I read that book. It's one of my favorite books. Absolutely amazing book. But it almost seemed like a comedy the way they made that scene. It was great. Where does the blockchain live? It's true. I just noticed she's wearing a Hex necklace. I just noticed that, actually. She's wearing the Hex chain. That's great. Shout out to whoever made this. I don't know, maybe Somi made this as well. I don't know. It's very cool. All right, so the HEARTMAN.
Maybe it's real.
Maybe it's real. Maybe she actually.
Look real to me.
Maybe she has a TikTok and she put it up on there. Oh, man. All right. He's been tweeting, okay? He's been posting, which is very good, which is very good. Let's go back here. He did the bridge, which was yesterday when we were streaming. Today he posted this. He said, federal judge Amon dismissed the SEC's case against me, not the SEC. The SEC didn't just sue me. They sued the open source PulseX, PulseChain, and Hex software as well. All dismissed. This is a win for cryptocurrency and real Donald Trump's vision for America. So this is huge. This is huge. It wasn't just, you guys understand the SEC doesn't get beat in court. He actually won. They beat the SEC. Like, what a team. Like, what an absolutely legend move. I mean, they just destroyed the SEC.
Yeah, it's huge. It's way different than if the SEC dropped it, right?
Yeah.
Like they fought and they lost. Richard won.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost all the other ones were them dropping it, like them backing out, right? Now, a judge said they cannot continue. That's great.
Yeah. So this is really amazing. This is really amazing. Oh, so my friend from Germany sent me this. She wanted me to ask you guys do you guys like glasses or no glasses?
Hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses or no glasses? Hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses or no glasses?
One more time.
Yeah, what do you think? So does she look better with glasses or no glasses?
I didn't really notice the glasses.
Glasses? You didn't notice the glasses? Oh, the mountain. I'm trying to figure out what mountain that is. I feel like it's because I've been thinking, where should I visit this summer? And I'm literally looking at this.
Background there?
Yeah, this is perfect hiking. This is a gorgeous place to go hiking. Look at that blue sky.
I would go there.
Yeah. Let's try to figure out. Maybe she's in Austria. Maybe the Germans can help us out. Where is she exactly?
Hey, serious
no glasses.
Tell from the accent. Like, is that a German accent or is it an Austrian accent?
That's a good question. It's either German or Austrian. Yeah, it's one of the two.
Hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses? Oh, no glasses. Hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses? Oh, no glasses.
Okay.
I like the thick frames on those glasses. Like, I like me some thick glasses.
You do. Quality. I was gonna tell her no glasses, but I will side with whatever chat decides. If you think no glasses, fine. So we got 1 for 1 already. Fast is saying glasses. I'm saying no glasses. What are you guys thinking? One person says glasses. Another one says no glasses. Some of you guys are staring at the mountain trying to figure out where she is. I see that. What glasses? Guys, we don't know where she is. Maybe the Germans can help us out with this. Great. Rack. What's a rack? Glasses. So we're tied. We got 2 for glasses and 2 for no glasses. We got 3 for glasses and 2 for no glasses. So, now we're 3 and 3. We're 3 and 3 right now.
Yeah.
3.
Keeps coming.
It's a tie.
We might have to come back to this then.
Should we come back later and see what vote we get?
Maybe bookmark that one.
Okay, let's bookmark it. We'll come back and we'll check. And because she wants to know. I told her I'd find out what chat says and then we'll come back here.
Yeah, we should help her out.
Yeah. No glasses. Noticed I'm wearing sunglasses. Okay, so now we got 4 for no glasses, 3 for glasses. And some of you guys are saying, what glasses? I don't know what you guys are talking about. No glasses. We got 5 for no glasses, 3 for glasses. Glasses. All right. Now, just another reminder. So I know some of you are watching the news. Please don't. All right. Just take it easy. All right. They lied about WMDs, surveillance, the economy, Nord Stream 2, COVID, masks, Ukraine, Russia. They lied about Hunter Biden. They lied about chemtrails. And you're going to believe them on the next thing? Come on, pups. Come on. You know better. Okay. You want to do a poll? Data Dev says we need to do a formal poll. How extravagant do you want to get? I told her I'd get an answer pretty quick. Glasses. I think we're almost tied here. Glasses to no glasses. We'll check back in a little bit. All right. This is a cool video. This is from Manly Metro. This is pretty cool. Watch this, pups. You guys are still thinking about it. They're still trying to figure it out. We'll come back to it later. We'll check.
Eagles can live up to 70 years because they are mentally strong. After 40 years, every eagle has to make a difficult decision. Its claws are no longer sharp enough to hunt. Its beak becomes bent and blunt, and its feathers become thick. The eagle has 2 options. Either it dies, or it goes through a painful change. This painful change is that the eagle must go to the mountain and crush its beak on a rock until it falls out. When the old beak falls out, a new beak grows in. With the new beak, the eagle rips out its claws, and new ones grow in. Then the eagle plucks out its feathers, and new ones grow in. This painful journey lasts 150 days. But after doing this, the eagle gets a new life. Sometimes we need to get rid of our old self in order for a new and better version to emerge.
Good question, the science.
It's about coming full circle. It's about being reborn. It's almost like the story of the phoenix. It's letting go of the old to make room for the new. All right? Letting go of the old to make room for the new. All right?
When the old beak falls out, a new beak grows in. With the new beak, the eagle rips out its claws, and new ones grow in. Then the eagle plucks out its feathers, and new ones grow in. This painful journey lasts 150 days. But after doing this, the eagle gets a new life. Sometimes we need to get rid of our old self in order for a new and better version to emerge.
That's it, man. Sometimes you got to get rid of your old self for the new version to emerge. It's so true, man. I feel like we're being reborn as a chain. I really believe this. I think the HEARTMAN's going to come back as a brand new person when he comes back. Chat, I think some of you guys are missing the point. I don't know the biology on this. We're about to have a biology class on eagles' feathers and molting of seasonal.
It's a story, kids. It's a story.
It's a story.
It's not science. Don't break off your eagle's beak, okay? Richard Hart's going to come back all buffed and be a super chat, and we're going to pump to the moon. That's the moral of the story.
Storytelling for crypto degens 101. You guys want to see the code? They're like, show me on the blockchain. Yeah, that's right. All right.
Has this eagle been audited? Yeah.
Has the eagle been audited? Who the fuck is that eagle? Oh man.
Dude.
Has a code.
Only by audited eagles.
Who's checked the code? We don't know. Look. We're about to be reborn, god damn it. The phoenix is rising from the ashes, all right? The HEARTMAN is going to come back. He's going to come back jacked. I can feel it, dude. He's just going to come back like a beast. He's going to be throttling some biceps and some pecs. He's going to have trimmed down that waistline. He's totally going to be reborn, man. And the science doesn't add up for that either, okay? We'll have to have his coach check. The eagle.
No, I've seen videos of him lifting what looks like pretty heavy weights to me. Like,
yeah.
You know, like I think he did get into like weightlifting, like powerlifting a little bit, right?
Did he?
There's some YouTube shorts of him like just pumping like what looks like serious iron.
Yeah, I did see him doing some deadlifts, and it was some serious weight. My only concern was he was moving kind of fast. I wanted to just be like, bro, slow down, slow it down. You're not 20 years old.
Yeah, it looked pretty jerky.
It was a little jerky. Yeah, it worried me a little bit because if you do hurt your back, you know, fast nose at our age, you know, we're old men. It's not like you're 20 and you can just, you know,
Yeah, I bet you didn't warm up first either. You know, like
I'm
old, I can still do stuff, but there's about 20 minutes of stretching involved. You know, my wife gets mad every night. I gotta stretch 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Oh man, my threesomes are like calisthenics sessions, man. I gotta take a break. I'm like, hold on, let me stretch this one out. You wait right there. You hang on.
And you wait over there. Right.
Let me just get this. I gotta get my. Oh, okay. Let's go. Yeah. Is he test and trend? Turek, maybe he got on a cycle. He's gonna come back like a beast. It's gonna be awesome.
He is big on longevity because I can't see him dropping a lot of steroids because that is not usually not a pro longevity move.
Yeah. Got to stretch for 30 minutes. The last 2 minutes, eh?
Yeah.
All right, pups. Let's go dig into it. Let's go look at some charts, shall we? I'm gonna look at some charts. Let me just grab a little bit more wine. I'll be right back.
Well, what color's your Bugatti? Oh, fuck off then.
All right.
70 years later.
All right, cheers, pups. Everybody smash the like button. Don't worry, we got time. Smash the like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. My mom said it's a very good channel to subscribe to.
Oh. Good.
She likes it. Let's see what I miss. My knees. Does RH stream in 20 days? What's your opinion? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. You know, the SEC. No, now let's go look at that tweet from was it Nuclear Herbs, right? Let's go look at that. All right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's an actual lawyer, so.
He's a lawyer. Yeah.
What he thinks is probably more important than what we think.
Let's go ahead and tackle this one. Now, here's the thing. Here's what I know so far is that the SEC has the chance to, I don't know what the word is, technically, rebuttal it or something.
Hey, Wolf, we got the subscribe stuck on the middle of the screen
there we go. All right, thank you. So the SEC can what needs to be done to wash out? Let's go read what he said. Okay, here's what I think the SEC. Here's why I think. Okay, so they have 20 days to come up with a thing, but are they going to? All right, that's the question. So Nuclear Herb says just an hour ago, he says, here's why I think the SEC won't be able to come up with an amended complaint that will address the myriad deficiencies pointed out by the court. Let's go in the same order the court laid it out. Hex conference, without more. Hart's presence at a virtual conference focused on different post-offering asset is insufficient to establish personal jurisdiction. All right, I'm going to read that again. This is how the court laid it out. Without more, Hart's presence at a virtual conference focused on a different post-offering asset is insufficient to establish personal jurisdiction. I don't know what that means, but maybe he's going to explain it. She was talking about the Hex conference that took place before the unofficially extended sacrifice window ended for Pulse and PulseX and the statements he made there. The SEC scrubbed the transcripts of Richard's appearance there for any potentially damaging statements. What they came up with was insufficient to establish jurisdiction. In other words, if they had more, they would have put more in their complaint. They're not going to magically discover any new statements he made during the Hex conference in the next 20 days. They can't fill this giant pothole in their case. In-person interview.
I think it came out too that he didn't put on the conference. Maddie put on the conference. He just was a guest, right?
Right. Yeah, it wasn't.
I think that maybe came up in court.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. In-person interview. I find, again, the SEC went through these transcripts looking for anything they could use to establish jurisdiction. Whatever they found wasn't enough. Nothing new is going to appear. They can't fix this pothole in their case either. Now, Richard's websites. The court found that Hart's suit-related internet contacts, even considered collectively, are insufficient to establish personal jurisdiction. The court found that Hart's suit-related internet contacts. Okay, that would mean the influencers on PulseChain, or the influencers for Hex and PulseChain. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about, right? The influencers, right? Suit-related internet contacts, even considered collectively, are insufficient to establish personal jurisdiction. She then goes on.
He's never paid any of them. Like, none of them got a check from Richard Hart.
That's right. That's right. Chat, you'd be surprised to know we do not get paid by Richard Hart. That's why we say just smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. That's it. You know. He's not sending nobody a check, all right? Now, she then goes on to describe what types of internet-related contacts would be considered sufficient and which wouldn't be. Richard's websites were what they were during the offer period. That is relevant to the SEC's claims. You can't go back and change their contact or their functionality. The SEC can't amend their complaint to show anything new with respect to Richard's websites at the time. Again, this pothole stays unfilled. Let's just go look a little bit at what this is. Okay, it's pretty much what he said, yeah. The remaining alleged contacts, PulseCon and the Miami interview, took place after the PulseChain and PulseX offer periods ended. Okay. Accordingly, I find that Hart's participation in the virtual conferences and his in-person interview are not relevant contacts that could subject Hart to liability for the alleged. It's blocked by the fucking arrow. And the sale of Hart's crypto assets. The SEC alleges that Hart extensively marketed Hart's crypto assets on his websites and social media. Hart counters that his online efforts to market and promote Hart's crypto assets were globally available and not expressly directed towards the United States. For the reasons stated below, the remaining suit-related internet contacts, even considered collectively, are insufficient to establish personal jurisdiction. When determining whether to exercise personal jurisdiction over a defendant because of activity on his website, the Second Circuit considers as a relevant factor a website's interactivity. Okay, well, it's very complex jargon, but I'm kind of gathering from this that there wasn't a collected cabal to pump this or do anything like that, pretty much, to kind of make it really simple.
Yeah, nobody got paid. It's one man who gave Hex away for free to people who, to Bitcoin holders at some point in time.
Yeah.
And then, did a sacrifice with no expectations, and then launched apps like a DEX that you can download and use on your desktop if you want to. Like PulseX is available to download and use independently. You don't even have to be be on the website to use it. So it's those guys are hooped, I think, is the moral of the story.
Those guys are what?
Those guys are hooped was the moral of the story.
Yeah. Looks like it. So very cool. So here's what I want to say to, some people are asking, is he going to stream, what have you? I think he will after this 20 days is over, because it seems that they are aware that the SEC is looking for something, but there's very little likelihood they will find additional things. So, he could stream, but I suppose he's taking a chance that they could take something he says and use it against him, right? Is that a possibility?
Maybe,
yeah.
That seems likely. I bet you his lawyers, even if it's a slim chance, his lawyers who are like killer lawyers, he has like a $10 million law team, I'm sure they have advised him not to do that. That seems very likely.
Yeah.
But after 20 days, well, man, all bets are off, and I bet you it will be 20 days and 1 minute, and he'll be live.
Yeah.
Perhaps on the St. Wolf show. Who knows?
We could do it. It'd be awesome, man. It would be awesome. People are certainly, they cannot solve the jurisdictional problems. The facts didn't exist when they filed the complaint, and they don't exist now unless they make them up. Yeah. Exactly. I think we're looking good. Would Judge Amon leave this window open then instead of dismissal with prejudice? Yeah, I think they're going to leave it open. That's fine. I don't think they're going to find anything. If they do, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. And yeah.
It's a very small window, and those guys are under new management. There's lots of stuff going on at the SEC. I doubt this is priority. It's another crypto case you can't win. Yeah, I suspect not.
Right. Exactly. It's a big mess for them either way. I think the SEC's. I think they're done. I think they're going to back off on all these cases. To be honest, they're probably going to focus.
Interpol.
Next Interpol. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody just said
not nearly as big a deal. Obviously, the price pumped. With this news, nobody's talking about Interpol. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares right now. Andrew says, what about Crypto Coffee being sued by Identity Block over the conference? Okay, I've never heard of that. I don't know.
I have.
What's going on?
Yeah. So I don't take this as gospel, because I haven't really been following it that closely. I do believe that there's some sort of argument over who is registered the PulseChain Foundation. There's two entities, one controlled by this Identity Block fellow, and one controlled by a board, of which Crypto Coffee is a member of said board publicly. And they're registered in different states or something like that, right? So there's two PulseChain foundations. One has tried to do stuff, the one that Crypto Coffee's involved with. Some of the things have failed, like the MEXC exchange listing, where MEXC pulled it after the Interpol red notice came out, for example, right? But that cost $100,000, and that group raised the funds, mostly came from builders in the community. The other foundation, run by Identity Block, I haven't heard of it doing anything whatsoever, ever. Mostly he just fights about that he is the real PulseChain Foundation. That seems to be his main purpose. I could be wrong. Maybe he's done fantastic things. What does Johnny think?
What's up, Johnny Chaos? How are you doing? They basically would have to write an entirely new case and have evidence which they didn't have any to start with.
There we go.
Yeah. I think they'd have to start over. I agree with that. Yeah. Based on how they framed this first lawsuit, I think Johnny's absolutely correct on that. They'd have to they'd have to do it again. I don't think they're going to do it again. At least not. No. I think we're out of that forest right now. Those woods for sure. Hex Girl, what's happening? She says, what about the Interpol complaint? Would he wait for that to be clear before streaming? That's a good question. What do you guys think? Johnny Chaos, what do you think? You think he's going to have to wait for the Interpol thing to clear before he streams? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think that one would matter, to be totally honest.
No. Yeah. It's not about the same things at all.
Totally
right?
different.
It's about tax liability. Like they just want money, right? Like they're not alleging any crime except for you didn't pay your taxes and and maybe he roughed up a teenager who tried to steal his sunglasses, which seems completely unrelated.
100%. I think they're unrelated. I don't think they'll matter. I think he will wait possibly for this 20 days to clear before he does stream. I'm sure his attorneys also are like, don't say anything right now. Without a doubt.
Not legal advice.
Not legal advice. Yeah.
If you're watching, Richard, talk to your lawyers.
If you are watching Richard Hart, sir, don't say anything. But on this show, it's after hours. Nobody watches this show. You can come on here.
You can just come on here. It's just you and me, really. I'm pretty sure.
You can come on here and say anything you want, Mr. Hart. There's nobody watching, and the few people that do watch, they're not going to say anything. I know, chat. They're really great at secret keeping, right, chat? I've told them many secrets, and it hasn't gotten out yet, so we've been good so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 204 people I can see on YouTube are like, they're zippered. They're not going to tell anybody.
They're all chads. This is the VIP section. This is the VIP section. You're safe back here. You can do it. Say anything you want. Anything you want. Everything goes.
You guys are lucky. This could be members only. Like people would pay for this alpha.
It's true. So just smash the like button. Just smash that like button. Beyond all, if we were in the era of Gensler still, they would encourage Finland to sue RH with the same allegations, but luckily we have crypto-friendly SEC and we're in the period of abandoning lawsuits. Yeah, possibly. No doubt about it. No doubt. Gray Knight says, I don't think so. He does not agree. Wait, are you on the glasses or no glasses? I think Gray Knight's talking about the glasses thing because I think it won for the girl to go with no glasses, and Gray Knight's thinking glasses.
Could be.
Interpol is a complete joke. It is a complete joke. The keywords is SEC fails 10 times throughout our document. Good call. Yeah. That's it right there. They nailed it. SEC. Yeah, SEC failed to make a solid case. That's the bottom line. And here's the thing. The HEARTMAN had the capital and the ego to take them on. That's the bottom line. Nobody did before. Everyone else would just capitulate, or Coinbase has been fighting for a while too, but they really didn't have much of a case. And even if there was an angle for them to attack him, they didn't find it. Okay? They just weren't clever. They weren't clever enough, right? And he had the best attorneys there, and they just didn't have anything. It was an epic fail of a case. It really was. They were just hoping that he would capitulate and pay, or they would, who knows what they would do, right? Put pressure on the chain forever or whatever. So yeah, they failed. SEC failed pretty bad. Marcus Rourke, free at last.
Marcus is looking for bridges. We have bridges, Marcus.
We got bridges.
Yeah.
What's
up,
boys?
There's more bridges coming, to my knowledge. But right now, you got the Richard Hart bridge from Ethereum, which if you're moving a lot, that's a good play. No charge on the way in, tiny charge on the way out. And then Coast, OX Coast, check that out. You can bridge basically right from a U.S. bank account in many other countries directly onto the PulseChain. Mm-hmm. Those guys have some pretty good deals. If you're moving 25K, they have a concierge service. They'll hold your hand over the bridge. So, there's ways to get on the PulseChain. There's going to be more ways. Oh, man.
I think no glasses.
Here again.
For me. Viabub, what's happening? Crypto Artie, great to see you, brother. Good to have you, man. And Robert McLeod, good to see you, brother. Been a second. Shishio, what's happening? But isn't the new SEC Pro Crypto, would that be enough? Yeah, we're seeing the results. I mean, everything's looking good so far. Ink printer, yes, sir. What's up, Grumpy? Grumpy's grumpy again, but he's agreeing. What's up, Gabriel Torres?
Bridge is still flying, by the way. Just today, I'm seeing 20K, 40K, $187,000. I wonder who that is. Coming over from Ethereum to the PulseChain. Another $100,000, another $90,000. This is all coming in. Almost nothing is going out. $193,000. Man, I wonder if any of these are richer.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah. That's like, on today's date.
That is
1st.
phenomenal. That is phenomenal. That's great, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Big
love
bucks.
it. Anything you want to put up on the screen?
I can share if you want. It's just a Telegram.
Oh, okay. 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 You're getting that feed. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It's just a feed on Telegram where you can see what's coming in real time.
Johnny Chaos says, I think RH returns in May for the 2-year Pulse anniversary. Yeah. Maybe. That makes sense. Could be. Mm-hmm.
2 more years. That fits. 2 weeks, 2 years. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Maybe he'll show up. I'm going to be in Vegas for the PLS 369 conference. Maybe he'll be in Vegas.
That'd
be pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, he could be in Vegas. Sure, he could come meet and hang out. That would be sick, right?
Yeah.
Wow, what if he showed up?
He would be among friends. That'd be a pretty Chad play, actually, if he just turned up at the conference.
Yeah. Whoa, that would be. We have no idea where he is still yet, right? We don't know.
Nope.
Nobody knows.
There's no talk of location. I'm sure somebody does. Probably somebody I know knows where Richard is. I know people who communicate with him. But I wouldn't even know how to communicate with him right now. And I don't think there's anybody who knows where he's sitting right now.
Cool. Yo, Worldwide, I'll get to you. I'll get to that CME gap in 1 second. Josh has a good question right now about the bridge. How can you check the traffic coming in the bridge? Can we drop a link for them?
Sure. I will arrange for a link. It's just a Telegram room, and it just lists the traffic as it comes in.
Oh shit.
Be careful on Telegram, kids. There's tons of scammers out there. Richard Hart will not DM you and ask you for your seed phrase.
Yeah. And neither will I.
Indeed.
But if I do, you should give it to me.
No. It's probably not Wolf DMing you asking for a seed phrase.
It's not
me.
It'll be a fake Wolf. Don't do it. It's not me. For sure, it's not me.
Your seed phrase and your private keys. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
The Interpol crap, Grumpy. Yeah, maybe he wouldn't travel right now. I'm sure the attorneys are like, dude, just don't do anything until you're totally clear. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably just don't do anything is the best.
Yeah, we won't travel in Europe, but maybe you travel somewhere else. Oh, no, I think the U.S. and Interpol are probably tied at the hip.
It's connected everywhere, dude. A lot of places, even.
Yeah, you'd have to be in very specific countries.
Yeah, it'd be exactly. All right. Wait. You gave it to me, right? The link? Is that what? Okay.
Working at it right now. Yeah, I dropped it here in our private chat.
Do you want? You sent me. You put some links in here. These are. Do you want me to pull these up? On the X?
Sure. Yeah, those are interesting.
Okay. Cool.
Twitter links of the day,
Let's
and
do
then at the bottom there, I just dropped that bridge bot.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh.
Okay. Oh. So let's do this. I'm gonna. Whoa. Hello. What's this? I want to do that. Oh, you guys see that? Okay.
Yeah, they can see it. We can't see the Telegram. We're seeing your Google there.
Okay, cool. Let's see these. Oh, that's right. I forget to mention this. So Vitalik has hired this guy onto their marketing team, Danny Ryan. That's right. I just saw this earlier. Danny Ryan is co-founder of Etherealize, and their job is marketing and promotion for Ethereum, pretty much. All right. So that's great. This is a good sign. Shout out to Somi. He says, Mr. Ryan is no soy diet and deadlifts. It's time to bring ETH BTC back to glory. Vitalik made big moves. Right on. Look at that. He's so this is where you walk across the floor holding the weights. This is great. Great, strengthens your core, back, your legs, everything. Sometimes you just carry the weights in your hands, but this is phenomenal. This is some.
He's got a chest weight on too.
Yeah.
He's probably walking with 200 pounds right now.
Yeah, he's probably wearing at least 20 kilos on his chest. Okay, and so this is some alpha training right here. Okay, so this is going to shake up the Ethereum Foundation pretty massively. This guy's going to come in and destroy. Oh, look at that, Vitalik eating some steak. That was my dinner earlier, man. I had about a giant steak and then a giant pot of bone broth with some mushrooms and some green things in there. It was amazing. That was all I ate. It's good stuff. Oh, let's smash the like on this one. Good stuff. Let's see what else going on. We saw this earlier, yeah. But look, Mario Nafal posted it. Everyone's talking about what's going on. That's what's really exciting about this, is that everybody's talking about this. Some people have made apologies. Hex founder's $2.6 million watch stash nabbed in Finland. Finnish cops just tracked down Richard Hart's abandoned flex. Is that true, though? Is that fucking true? Did they actually get his watch collection? That's so odd.
Could be.
Uncle Adam, congratulations to Richard Hart winning all the Hex holders for the win against the SEC. The case that never should have been raised.
Adam Stokes, eh? He's a good. I like him.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, he's a decent enough influencer, and he's always treated PulseChain and Hex fairly. I'm not saying he's like a maxi, right? But like, he doesn't just say like, oh, this is a scam, Richard Hart is bad. Like, he gives it a fair look. So I'd like him to talk about it a little bit more. And obviously he seems willing.
Good. So this is a guy named Fast Abdul. No idea who this is, but he likes camels apparently. He says, thank you for calling the RH Apology Help Desk. he attached Eric Wall, OKX, Mexi, Charles Hoskinson, CZ, Binance, Uniswap, and CoinMarketCap. This guy's a Chad. Let's get him on the show. We need to get this guy on the show.
Totally. I agree.
Let's send him a message. That's awesome. Thank you for calling the RH Apology Help Desk.
they're starting to come in, like Charles right away. And there's going to be more, right? People are going to want to be on the winning team.
Yeah.
Right? That's the human emotion. It's like, oh, you're not winning. I don't like you. Oh, you are winning. Like, I'm so sorry. We should be friends. Right?
Yeah. 100%, man. 100%. Like that sentiment you just said about being on the winning team, you guys, dude, this chain is going to become the chain for 2025, 2026. Really, it's going to become the place to be. Everyone's going to start, like, you can see the bridge. They're flooding over here. Everybody wants to be part of this winning team because nobody has done what RH just did. Okay? Beat the SEC. All right? And then we built. This thing is epic. PulseChain, it's amazing. All right. This is going to be incredible. It's going to be awesome. Wildest dreams are going to come true. All right. Next time I go live 6 months from now, there may actually be a camel here inside the studio, just hanging out,
totally
eating.
And the studio might be like on a spaceship.
There'll be a hot tub here.
Somebody rubbing your shoulders, and maybe the glasses girl.
Yeah, we'll get the glasses girl in here. Yeah.
To get coffee and stuff, and, consult about things.
Feed the camel. You gotta feed the camel.
Yeah, we gotta feed the camel.
Yeah, of course you do. Ivan on tech says, will Richard Hart win start streaming again now that the SEC case is dropped? Good question. Johnny Chaos chimed in, probably still under attorney-client NDA until the appeal terms is expired. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, these girls.
Johnny's everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, please. This is gonna be great. Yes. The SEC case was not dropped. Richard Hart case won the case. It's true. Yeah. People, when people ask you about it, make sure they understand that it wasn't dropped. He won. He straight up fucking won. All right? He straight up fucking won. That's what happened. It's legit. Do it again. Destroyed. Game over.
Game over.
That's what happened. All right, pups. Let's go look at those charts. See what's going on. We've been We've been hanging around too long here, mucking about, and we need to go look at some charts, all right? Where are we at? Glasses?
Oh, no glasses.
Or no glasses?
Hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses? Oh, no glasses.
All right. Get focused here. All right. Johnny said, is that the Duchess of DeFi? OBX is asking, is that the Duchess of DeFi? Who, the girl in the glasses?
I think the Duchess of DeFi, that's BitBoy's girlfriend, right?
Okay.
That's not BitBoy's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
I did an interview with her once.
Did you?
Yeah, she's a little bit slimmer.
She's a little slimmer, okay. We're at a party 4 hours early. Only looks like it sucks because everyone hasn't shown up yet. Don't miss the party of the year because you are bored. 100%. 100%. 2 more weeks, pups. 2 more weeks.
Tell us about the party, Johnny.
Healthy looking chica. Yeah, she's healthy, man. I don't mind him thick. I like all. All right, here we are. Here we are at the king. All right. We're at 86,000, all right? What happened? What happened? We fell. We fell. The mighty king fell. Took a big tumble here. Now, you need to get above where we fell from at about 96. Okay, we need to get above 96, and it's a little bit ways. It may not happen in one go. It may not happen in one go. It's possible though. We may do another loop-de-loop and return again and fully fill that CME gap and this wick down here and hit the bottom of this channel. So just so you guys see the channel, I'm going to zoom out a little bit for you guys that are new here. So this channel, I didn't mean to zoom out that much. So here's the channel. I just pulled it here from 2022, okay? And I ran it. Now, you know, maybe there's some debate on exactly where you want to put these lines, but that's where I put my channel. You guys can put your channel where you want. Come to the Telegram and tell me where you think the channel might be better, but that's where I put mine, okay? And we had a double top right up there at about 108, 109, 110. I don't like this song right now. It's not feeling that at all.
I thought that was just like somebody trying to fix a sink in the background or something.
No, I'm not feeling that right now. Okay, I want to hear this.
That's bad.
All right. So we hit the top of the channel. Now, it's a little much. Now, one thing I want to point out is I have a trend line coming back here, this white line, okay? Hitting all these wicks here. They were very important to me, and I've had those lines there for a very long time. I'll show you some old charts, and we've come up and we've rested above it. So that's good. That was a very important line to me. I'll come back to an old chart so you guys can see. I've had this channel on here for fucking ever, okay? And we were up here way back, and I drew this line, this drop. You know, at this point now, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks, I don't know, a while back I drew this, okay? So I knew we were gonna drop. I didn't know we were gonna drop this low, but we dropped to a line that I had on my chart for possibly months. I've had this line here for a long time. So we wicked at it and we came above, and we're above it right now. So that's really good. So I'm really happy about that, all right? That shows me a lot of strength. We're also above that CME gap. We wicked down to it, and I believe we did fill it, but just barely, all right? And we're above 82, all right? Here's what we need to see happen, all right? Pretty much just what we need to see happen here with the king is very simple at this point, all right? You know, this needs to come up and get above here, 95, 96, all right? And then we can move to the upside, all right? We need to get back up there. Now, can this happen on one go? Is this going to happen Monday morning, Sunday? I don't know. I suppose it's possible. We could easily just have a massive pump up there. Now, what we don't want to see happen is this. A rejection somewhere on the way up, or fail. Okay. Because then we're probably going to come back to this 82, and we're probably guaranteed going to break it and come down. But that's fine. We still are really looking good. There's a lot of space here. We can come down. We can still stay in the channel by in one of these lines, fill out this wick. I'd say we can even come down to 77. No problem. And then we'll really close that gap. We'll touch the bottom of the channel, and then I would hope we're going to move back up. All right. Sorry for my drawings. Saturday night. I've already deep in some wine. Not in the mood for too many drawings right now.
We don't need that many lines. We can see what's going on there.
Yeah. So there's a lot of strength right now in the chart. So I mean, yeah, we've fallen, but we haven't done anything we haven't done before, and I'll show you that as well. So just so I know, you guys are probably seeing a lot of videos. Some people are crash videos and the cycle's over videos and all that kind of stuff too. And some people are saying we're guaranteed to pump up. I'm just in the middle. Let's see what it does, right? So if you come back here and you can see from here, everyone thought the cycle was over right here when we hit 31K, or I mean 30, we hit, the 31. I remember this, and we did a 22% drop, okay? And we hit the bottom of the channel, rode up it a little bit, and then took off again, right? And then here, when we made this top at 73, 74K, what did we do? We came back to the other side of the channel, and we dropped pretty massively. It was only a 32% drop. All right, 32%. So those are normal in bull runs for BTC to do those kind of retracements. So we hit up here at 107, but let's take the 109. You know, this drop right now is 30%. You've done it. Is that 30%? Have we done 30% already? Let me see here. Yeah, it's about right. 29% drop, whatever, 28, 29% drop. So once again, nothing abnormal, nothing extraordinary has happened yet, right? Because, you know, we've been making really impulsive moves up, and having these kind of retracements is absolutely normal in a bull run, all right? And if you go back to other bull runs, we do similar moves, 30% drops, totally in the card, totally normal. So even if we came sideways and dropped again, hit the bottom of the channel, even if we came, some people are saying we could go down to 73. What is this? 73 is this high back here. I have a trend line at 71. I do think the line in the sand here is about 69, which is a high volume node over here, about 69K. That would be kind of my line in the sand. And even if we went there, I'll tell you exactly what kind of drop that we're looking at. If you went to 69K, I still think we're bullish. It's only a 37% drop. That's not that crazy for a bull run, all right? We could definitely do that and then continue up. So there's a lot of room here. And I think the bull run could still be on. Though the market just wants to absorb tariffs, blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. I don't even want to tell you all the things, but you guys know what they are, right? But it's always something. There's always some reason the drop happened. The news will tell you suddenly, well, the Ukraine, blah, 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 the tariff issues, the credit card debt is at all-time high. This is going to be some fucking bullshit. But we needed this, okay? We needed it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had lines here going back months, right? It was always a possibility to retrace down to it, all right? Which had been established already by these wicks and candles over here earlier on. It had already established that. And look where we went. We went right there. Perfect trend. We're holding above it, okay? We got to see what happens Monday. We can just look at the XPX really quick, just to really do a quick, really quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. You can see it's taken a beating, all right, on the daily. And we've pushed up pretty juicy here. I could see another drop Monday, but then I do think we will start to recover, okay? Now, nobody knows that. Of course, I have to tell you, the cycle could be over, the top could be in, sell everything. Crypto's risky. This isn't financial advice. Put the money in the bank, whatever. But we're degen, so I got my fingers crossed that they're going to rally again and we're going to move up, because I do believe there is going to be another push up for a high. That's why I have this wave count up here, because I think we could push up again, okay? But we have to see what happens. We have to see what they do. We could also just rally Monday, break through, and already start moving Monday on the way up, all right? We don't have to come back down. Now, just to give you guys some perspective here on what I'm looking at, I'm going to go to the weekly on the SPX, because macro factors do matter right now. Of course, that's why we're feeling what we're feeling. I do think COVID, I didn't mean to say that, the zombie apocalypse had started a massive printing spree of capital and officially started an epic bull run. So I did a count 1, 2, and we're in 3 right now. And I think we're going to have a drawdown, but I don't think it's the Great Depression 2.0 that everybody's calling for. I do believe this could just be either just like a longer little bear period, a drawdown that maybe we've started to experience right now, or whatever it is. And then I think we're going to push up again, because I have a feeling, I don't want to say feeling, but the market's going to be fooled into thinking we have to go into a Great Depression 2.0 right now, but they're going to extend it into 2025, 2026. And we're going to push up even more, even higher than we're going to go into some euphoria. And it will be this drawdown that will cause them to want to print, start, say no income tax, no capital gains tax, peace with Ukraine. We'll have a bunch of bullish narratives that will happen probably down here at the bottom of 4. That's my suspicion. And that's going to catapult us into the last euphoric wave that will last possibly a year. And all the doomsdayers will be screwed. They'll have to capitulate and come into the market, and that will be our epic bull run, alt run. Everything is going to go ballistic then, okay? Now, does that happen now? Have we started that right now? Or is that going to happen in March or summer? I don't know. That I don't know. But I do feel like it would be too easy to everything be over now, because there's too many people calling for that. We've heard these doomsdayers for 2 years, right? Saying Great Depression, everything's about to fall apart. I've even seen prepper videos. They're selling like kits so you can go live in the woods and like eat food out of like buckets and shit. like we're about to go into like a civil war and da-da-da-da. And like, maybe it comes, okay? But I don't think it comes until we have euphoria, okay? And to have euphoria, retail needs to enter the market. And believe it or not, retail isn't quite here yet, all right? So I do think we're going to get some kind of drawdown. It doesn't have to be this juicy. It could be whatever it is. Something breaks. It could be right here. I don't know where it's going to be. And we'll come down to it. And that's when they'll decide, okay, we need to do something about the rates. They're going to reverse positions. They're going to print mad amounts of money, whatever it is. Or they just have tons of incentives come out, right? Like no capital gains, no income tax, whatever it is. No tax on crypto. Who knows what they come up with, right? Who knows? They tokenize the stock market. Who knows? And then we have an epic run. And that takes us into 2026 easily. All right. And then, sweet. Yeah. And then we'll have to see what we're looking at here. So who knows where this is finally going to end, right? But that's what I'm seeing. So, that's what I'm thinking here.
But if we do get that and it goes into 2026, right?
Right.
Like, where can you see Bitcoin maybe going?
Okay, so right now, I could see if we do a push up right now, in the short term, like let's say we push up into March or whatever that is, before this capitulation for people to think it's over, I could see Bitcoin going to 120, 125, 140, 150, one of those. And I can go back to the Bitcoin chart because I think I had it on there, which is just, let me see, I think I had some lines here somewhere. Yeah, so I've had these lines on here forever. They get moved around. Hang on a second. Okay. So, once again, I think it would be very simple. This trend line was very important to me. As you guys know that have been with my channel, back in December, I actually drew this pattern when we were over here and there was nothing on the chart, and I drew this move up to this line. And we did track it perfectly because it's a very important trend line, all right? Because of the volume and the push up to the high. So if we push up again, I think it's going to come into play again. And that lines up about 125, okay? That's right there. So give or take, could be 120, could be 130. Who knows what it's going to do, but it could wick above right there. And then if you take and connect this, because this was the previous push to the all-time high, that is going to be around 145, you wick above maybe 150, okay? And these are nice numbers. These are juicy numbers that you could see possibly happening, right? So that's very possible. Now, when this other leg continues that I'm talking about, if we do get that extension into 2026, like I'm suspecting that happens, then you're talking, man, you're talking 200, 300.
We're like off the chart here.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin would go to 500,000, maybe a million, something crazy, right? That's when we get into the crazy numbers, right? Because then they're going to be printing money again. They've no income tax or no capital gains tax or whatever shenanigans and fucking incentive structures they throw at us. But the point is they're going to manufacture an epic bull run into euphoria. And then, just like in 2021, we'll have a massive smack down, okay?
Right.
Okay, I don't see a
but
massive...
from like a euphoria position where people think it's never going to stop. And, and probably everyone here will think that. Me and you included, man. Like, Bitcoin's going to 1 million.
Yes.
It's going to stop at 600K, or something like that.
Yeah, like maybe it's, exactly. You're 100% correct. But that's when you're going to get those numbers, 10,000x on Pulse from the low or whatever, or whatever it is. That's when you'll get, and it'll be in this crazy wave. We do need to absorb whatever's happening right now. So I don't know how much, where that is going to be. I really don't. It depends. Something breaks. What the thing is that they manufacture, right? And I do want to preface.
So Bitcoin to 500K, that's like a 6x more ish.
Yeah. And it could actually be 1 million because it'll do something insane, or that'll be the projected thing. And you're right. They'll say 1 million and it'll go to like 666 or something.
Yeah, because who's buying it at 500K? The people who think it's going to 1 million, of course.
Right. Exactly.
So, but that's 6x on Bitcoin. What does that equal in altcoins, right? Potentially, the good ones, right?
Dude, it's a lot. It's a lot because of the amount of capital to push Bitcoin 6x versus when it was at 10K or 5K or whatever. It's extraordinary. Yeah. It's extraordinary. And really quick, Bit, I see your super chat. I'm coming. I just want to say one thing really quick, pups. I just have to say this. The bull run could be over. You have to know. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't know. I love looking at this stuff and speculating. I draw on the charts all the time. If it's over tomorrow, I'm not telling you that you should hold and keep buying. Okay? You need to know that. All right? You know that, right, Fast? Of course. We're degens. Don't do what we do. Totally. All right, we got to see.
I was digging ditches before I got this job.
He was. He was. I
have no idea what we're talking about most of the time.
He's got a really worn out old shovel. I've seen it. It's pretty bad. All right, Bitfinex. What's up, G? We got a super chat. Bitfinex, my man. He says, what if Trump confiscated the bank's Bitcoin like the government did with private holdings of gold in 1933. He could call it restitution for the 2008 bailouts. Whoa, that's heavy, bro. That's deep. Bitfinex. Let's talk about it. Pups. I like it. Bitfinex, that's pretty heavy, man. That's pretty heavy. But you know what? It could be true, and maybe that could be the top. That could be the big top, right? In 2026 or 2027-ish, or whenever that happens, right? What if Trump confiscated the bank's Bitcoin like the government did with private holdings of gold in 1933? He could call it restitution for the 2008 bailouts. Maybe. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Really appreciate that. People have talked about that there could be a BTC confiscation at some point. I could see it happening. They've done it with gold. Why wouldn't they do it with BTC? What do you think, Fast? Oh, no.
They totally could.
Did the stream crash?
I don't think so.
Zoom crashed.
I'm still here.
Okay. Chat, are you guys with me? Somebody say something.
I think we're still alive now.
Something crashed.
Yeah, we're good. Sure.
Let me check.
Yeah, no, I'm still moving on my YouTube screen here. Stream is good according to Worldwide 1873. Okay. Let's carry on.
Restream crashed, but it reset, so we're good. Okay. That's what I get worried about. All right, we're good. It did come back. Everything came back. It did reset on my end. I was like, no, don't tell me again. Who was here last night when it crashed? It crashed last night and it didn't come back. I was so bummed. Evil poo. All good. Good. All right, right on. Oh, shit. Oh, Finette, thanks for the super chat. Yo, next. I apologize. I did not see your super chats. Let me punch those in, brother. So, next sent a super chat a while ago. My apologies, brother. He says, next is Neon by Nexion. And then he sent another super chat. Shout out, brother. Right on. Because I didn't notice the first one. He says, next is Neon by Nexion. Don't fade the opportunity. All right. Next. Is that a token, sir?
There is a token. I dropped it in the private chat there.
Oh, okay.
There's a deck screener.
Okay, we'll check it out. I'll check it out, brother. Thank you so much.
I don't know anything about it, really.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it either. We'll go check that out right now, man. And once again, sorry I missed that. Get out of this one. It's a little hairy, though. All right, let's go look at this one. What's this? Neon? All right. Okay, $9,500 of volume. Looks like I was charting this before. I had a box down here. My box got wicked too. Got tapped. My box got tapped. Let's see what this is. All right. Looks like nice consolidation right now. About $1 million market cap, 98K liquidity there. Let's see. Daniel's saying Nexion's Neon equals PTGC on steroids. They just released about Glow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a fee token.
It's a fee token. What is it? What does that mean? Tax tax token?
Like a tax token, like PTGC.
Okay.
Don't know exactly where the fee goes, but I imagine it's burning something and rewarding with something.
All right, let's go look at this. It came out in January, start of the year. Okay. I'm going to leave my box alone. I'm going to just trust my TA whenever I did that. So bounce between
Been around for a little while anyway.
Okay.
Not a long time. Tokenomics, 1,758 holders. 63% is in a contract. About 15% is in the dead address. Imagine that's part of the burn function. And then there's, a bunch of other contracts that are probably liquidity pools.
All right. So right now it looks like it's going to push up for me. I think it still seems bullish in the short term. But I'm going to call this and say I had this box on here, so I'd looked at this before. It looks like I do think it has to dip it, at least wick off the top of this one more time. Okay, we wicked off the top. Let me look a little closer 1 second. Right now it's bullish. I do think we're going to push up, and we could certainly come up to the top, where this this trend line is. There's no doubt about that. I need to see. I think it's going to come down at least to it might just come down and hit the top of that, but it doesn't have to. We could even just come down to there. I'm going to put a line where I think it could come to, and where I'd possibly be a buyer. Okay. I think this is a pretty serious fall from where it came from. Okay, just looking at the chart really quick, my friend, and I think it's going to come back down and test at least that price. So 3036, okay, 0.00036. That's my kind of feeling looking at it. Now I don't know anything about this token. I don't know anything about the project. I don't know what's coming up. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about it. But I do think we're going to push up right now in the short term, because we got some definitely bullish bounces right here, and it looks like looks like a little hammer right here. So we're certainly going to pull up. We could even go above it. We could even come all the way up here, right here to 0.019. Okay, and I could just throw fibs on here really quick, just for the fun of it.
I got a handle on the tech here. I jumped in their Telegram room.
Okay.
I've infiltrated, and I have the information.
What you got?
So it looks like it's 6% transaction tax.
Okay.
2% gets paid back to LP stakers in PLS. 2% is you get back in Neon tokens, LP staking rewards, and 2% is burned, permanently removed from circulation, which lines up with what we saw in the tokenomics there.
So look at this. You can't write this stuff. So where I had drawn my trend line, this purple line, is the 382. All right. So it would make sense if it comes back to this golden pocket, and I would want to see it come down and touch down 0.0036. Just to I think that makes sense to me, because this is a pretty big drop. It would make sense that it would have a move like this, and with the bullish news that's come in, it's now reverting back to the upside, but it's been wanting to come back to this without a doubt. So let's see if it does. Let's throw this on as well. Let me make sure this is. Yeah, so according to this one. Yeah, man. I gotta revise. I mean, that's being generous. I think maybe even the bottom of my box could be hit, which is 0.0019. But maybe let me revise that just a little bit. I mean, shit. Let's just come down here. 0.0019. Let's say. Yeah, cool, man. All right, looking good. I think we're going to push up in the short term. We could even push up to, like I said, the 0.0018. But I do think it's going to be pulled back for some reason or another. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. Maybe you guys have a bunch of bullish catalysts that are coming up. So but that's just what I'm seeing raw in the chart. Still, you got a pretty juicy pullback. So if you're a buyer, it's probably not a bad range to get in. You are at almost an 80% pullback. But with something like this, $1 million market cap, not known. Yeah, it's kind of in that zone where, it's up to you. You can start DCAing for sure, or wait. But I think it could be a little bit lower. But thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate it. And also, Biffines, hope we answered that question for you, brother. I don't know if we have a good answer for that, but it's definitely possible he could confiscate. They could confiscate BTC for some reason or another. They'll have some shenanigans with it, right? Yeah.
You can't confiscate it, unless it's on a centralized exchange in some way, right? Like if anybody's holding Bitcoin in a self-custodial wallet, if you're not giving up your keys, they're not getting your crypto. But if you're holding it on a centralized exchange, the government, that's on American soil, and you're American, the government could subpoena that exchange, force them to, hold your crypto or give it to the government. Think about that.
Yeah. Just stay over here on PulseChain. You don't have to worry about Bitcoin. No one's gonna confiscate your pWBTC. That's for sure. So yeah, BTC is still pushing up. Once again, we need to push up and clear 96. We need to. If we get some rejection, a point for rejection to me seems clear to be about. It would be probably around 87, 88, 89, 90, in that range. I would expect a rejection. It doesn't look very strong right now, but it is bullish. So let's see what happens. Let's look at these crypto bubbles really quick. What's going on for the week? What do we got? P is up.
There we go. There's Pulse. Starting to see PulseChain pop up. That's
there
good.
You go on the day. Yeah. H bar.
Hex. We got
big
Pulse
pump.
Hex.
Hex. Oh, even Cardano got a juicy pump in right there.
Am I hiding something important with my head?
XLM Stellar is down there. That's about it. Move your head for a second. Poop. He's gone. Just got booted. No, you guys aren't missing anything. Some XLM down there. Got some XLM. Yeah. Let's go look at some more charts. Pups, we got another super chat going on here. What's going on tonight?
Yeah. You're trying to get rid of me again.
You got to pay to get rid of them fast. All right. Crypto Wash. Thank you so much, brother. Your sister, 1999 super chat. Always appreciate the alpha. What's your take on Remember? Let's go see. You like that Remember? Thank you so much for that super chat. Let's go check out the chart, man. Let's go check it out.
That's part of the Finvesta ecosystem, right?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, I got Remember. I was just looking at that recently. That's right. Let's go look at it. Did I have it somewhere? Remember. I just looked at it recently. All right. Let's go look. Once again, Crypto Wash, thank you so much. Let's look at it. Let's see what's going on. Are you looking for an entry, or you just want to figure out what it could do next here? Well, look, this is quite a pump. Let's just see how big of a pump that was. That was pretty crazy. And congratulations to anyone who's in this pump. That's quite a move. Oh, wow. Oh, fuck. I hate it when it does that. Oh, don't do that to me. All right, let's see what this is. That is a 68x, guys. 6,800% move from the bottom. Okay, so that's pretty juicy. That's a pretty badass move. All right. You should expect to pull back. All right. That's pretty epic right there. Oh, and by the way, Fast and I were talking about the other day, how fast can ink move? Yeah. So.
Fast, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty juicy move. So this is a $15 million market cap. So the first move on ink would be pretty big like this. We were talking the other day about how fast it can move. Now, it did hit a $30 million market cap. So you're at the 50% retrace, completely normal. You're probably going to have a push back up. You've got a very bullish doji right here. You're going to have a push back to the 786, okay? And we can pull up where that is price-wise for you guys. If you guys want to trade this, or if you're looking to you accumulate it down here, because it'll probably sell off one more time, okay? So let me pull up some stuff here.
What time scale are you on?
This is a daily right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why your chart looks different than mine. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's go this way. Okay, you've already turned over on the 12-hour, of course. You turned over, almost turned over on the daily. Well, let's just do it like this. All right, so, okay. Yeah, so you're gonna come back up here to 7027. But let's just do this. Let's just do this technically. Let's just do this with fibs. So, oh, how would I pull this one? I just do this. No, it's not gonna work like that. Could I use that? What the fuck is that? I don't know. Let's do an experiment. Oh, that doesn't work either. So you came down to here, point control, you pushed up to here. You're definitely going to come right back up. You're going to come right back up to here. 7 zeros, 2 9-ish. All right. Let's put up the line.
2,400 holders and change. A bunch of holders.
I think maybe about there. 7027. I think you're going to have a pretty juicy pump back up. Let me just do it like from the run. Okay. That's fine. It's life. Where I put the line. Oh, where I had it at the first 0.07029. That was my first call. Yeah. So I think you're gonna have probably a pump back up to one of these levels. So 7023 or 7029. Okay. So we can safely put those on there. You can see.
Apparently, this one gives you a reward in Pulse. So it's another tax token that rewards with Pulse. It's part of a whole ecosystem. I think they have a lot of tokens.
You're turning on the 1 hour and almost the 4 hour. So at some point here, you're gonna have a pump back up, and I think I would probably recommend selling that and expecting another drop down. Probably not all the way. Maybe it depends on what they're doing, but definitely possibly to 8073. Okay, and then you might get another hard push back up to the upside. But this is pretty crazy pump right here, right? It's almost a 70x and a pullback. But I don't know this ecosystem, and I know they're burning and they're doing all kinds of things. So it's tough to say, right? Like if they're doing something, and maybe this wick right here was your bottom, but I could say we definitely come back up, and we're going to come back down one more time, and then we could pump up. But where that comes down to, it's tough to say without really understanding all the tokenomic details here. Because I know this is OG Web Chef, and I just talked to somebody recently, and they were explaining to me they're doing some really interesting cooking over there. Okay, the kitchen's making some crazy stuff, so it's hard to understand how these are going to move exactly, right? But if I saw a move like this and a pull down, I'd expect a pretty juicy bounce to one of these lines, and then another drop down, and then another possibly go at it. But I wonder if, yeah, it's a pretty big reversal right there. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't even, just put some lines on here too. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I mean, what if the move's already done? What if it doesn't? What if it did this push up to here, and that was the fall, and this was a push back up right here? Maybe it's moving really quick, and maybe this is the last final capitulation down. Yeah, this is interesting. Maybe it's going to make a falling wedge here, and you're just going to come down, and at some point here, maybe you do clear this and go down to 8075 only because there's so much air down here. You clear some of these right here, and then you pump up, or at least you just come back, you do a double bottom and match up with this wick right here. Does that make sense to you guys? Maybe it's ready to run again pretty soon. Maybe it just needs to consolidate in this wedge. Yeah, fuck the pump back up and all that. Maybe we've already done it in here. Maybe that's what all this muck is, because it did overextend. It's quite a crazy move right here.
Sideways is okay for a tax token if you're a holder, right? Like as long as there's traffic and it's not just sitting there, no buyers, no sellers, then it's doing nothing. If it goes up and down 10% a day, you know, you're probably doing pretty good. But yeah, that community has a bunch of tokens. I think they interact with each other. They seem to have a whole thing going on. Maybe they want to come and tell us about it someday.
Yeah, let me show you something really quick.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I put this in there?
See trees?
Is that what you guys see? Is trees? Fuck.
Oh, behind your chart, I see trees. Yeah.
Shit. All right. Here we go. So that top wick, let's say it was that, and we already bounced. So where'd it go? So that's what I was saying. That was that top, and then we've got the bounce, and now we've already done most of the move. You know, we've come down, and it's just going to scoop around and, you know, put itself together maybe right about here, and then prepare itself for the next pump up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Looks like it loses support at the red line there, right?
Say what? Say what?
There's less support under your red line than there is above your red line.
Exactly. So it makes sense. It would drop into here for a bit, chop for a second, and then go out of there, right? And so that could be. I hope you guys saw that. You caught that. So that could be what I think is going to happen. So I think I was getting a little bit ahead of myself before. I think that move's already done. So I think it's already completed it very quick, and it does one of these. And this could happen by mid-March, right? Because remember, guys, this 70x is quite a move. Okay, it's definitely profit taking going on here. And it needs to consolidate. And if you look at the time, can I go back to that drawing I made? Will it give it back to me? I don't know, whatever. So I drew this thing down here, right? So that could be right here. This is mid-March right here, where I'm at. So you see, it consolidates. It's only a couple weeks away because I'm on a 4-hour, right? And that's how fast it can be ready to move again, or sooner, right? The chop.
So where would you put your box?
I get a box in here. So that would be, I would assume it's going to come right below that wick for sure. And I'm going to draw the box right here to March 15th. Okay. So that's 2 weeks. Right? And could it go lower? Obviously, I have lines down there lower when I had charted this before. Okay. These are obviously possible, but, you know, it doesn't have to come all the way down. I can make it bigger just in case. So we'll come down, have some swings, you pop out of here, maybe come back down. It doesn't have to come all the way down, right? You've seen that before. It just does the top half or something, but certainly going to do the top half for sure. I'll put a line through the middle. I would say that'd be that old, that real strong breakout right there. How come I don't have volume down below? Why isn't the volume loading down there? Yeah. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Come down to that line. Remember, this is pretty quick. This 2 weeks is going to fly by right now, right? So you'd be looking for DCA targets, and it could dance on the top of this. I mean, it doesn't have to come all the way down. It's a pretty small market cap, $15 million market cap. It's pretty big. So, yeah, man. Crypto Watch, thanks so much. Appreciate that. Remember, that was Waldo. Waldo, super chat. What's up, dude? Waldo says, it's a great time to accumulate 7G. We got a Crypto 7 fan. Yeah, let's go look at that chart. Let's see it. How's that doing, bro? It's a great time. It's a great time, man. Look at 7G. Let's go look at that. 7G. What has 7G been up to? What's Crypto 7 been up to? How is he? You talked to him?
Yeah, I was talking with him this morning, actually.
Oh, I
He's super pumped, of course, with the Richard Hart news, so he's happy about that. He's feeling pretty bullish, which is he's quite the character, so it's good when he's feeling bullish.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to go on his show on Monday to go over my new project.
So yeah, so this broke down to 89K. It's been coming down. It's just falling right now. Okay, so you can tell from the way it's bouncing. It's just like a ball coming down. No one's jumped in quite yet to support it. Yeah, it's kind of falling there, man. Nobody's stepping in right now. I'm assuming Seven will step in at some point, I guess, right? Is he still active for the project, or have they kind of let it go?
I think he still talks about it. Let me do a 7G search here. See what comes up.
That is just falling down the mountain right now. Yeah, only $522 of volume. It's just coming down. It's like it's almost in free fall right now, to be honest. So, you know, if you're interested in this, I would wait for some. Let me see if I get some kind of divergence here. So yeah, look, we already have on the 1 hour. Let me see what the 4 hour looks like here. 1 second. I would call that a divergence. I would call that a divergence on the 4 hour. I'm happy with that. So you see how the price is coming down. You've got 0.0046, okay, and then it's come down here to 0.0033. Pretty big drop, almost 25%. But look, the RSI is slightly higher. So the RSI before was at 18 and now it's at 19. So you've got some bullish divergence. So there is buy pressure coming in. People are starting to get interested at these prices, okay? So even though this is falling, the RSI is slightly ticking up on the 4 hour. That's really great news, all right? That would be, I would say you could be getting to a bottom. You could be bottoming out here, okay?
Doesn't look like Crypto 7's been posting about it much. I'm just perusing his Twitter here. He's mostly talking about PulseChain and hacks, right? Which is kind of the narrative right now.
Yeah.
But I bet you he starts again at some point.
Yeah, man. I think you're bottoming out, okay? I think you're bottoming out here with this divergence. So if you're interested in this, now might be a time to start DCAing, all right? Waldo? Yeah, looking good. You got strength coming back. And this is how you make in crypto. I mean, you're looking for things that are oversold, are a great deal. They're in discount. This is not chasing green candles. This is the opposite, right? This is what we did on ink. When we were buying ink at 40 cents, we were going, wow, this is really cheap. It's really on discount. Sometimes it's not about what you like. Sometimes it's just understanding that, look, this is way oversold. You know, there's upside here, right? Sometimes you get attached to something, you don't see that, or you don't like something because, I'm not supposed to like this one. Well, it could be a great trade right now, right? This could absolutely be bottoming out. So, and I don't hold this, but if you do, yeah, could be a time to jump in. So thanks, Waldo. Appreciate that. Another super chat from BB. You guys are on the super chat roll tonight. You just want to get rid of Fast Abdul is what I think's going on. Just don't like you.
They're getting rid of you two this time, though. You can pop yourself back in.
Oh, that's right. I didn't put myself in there again. Oh, yeah. You guys don't need me. You guys are distracted enough. I know most of you guys. Let's see. Super chat from BB. Could you please share dumb money on Pulse PTGC style ecosystem? 70K 24 JR volume across all its pairs at a 350K market cap. All right, dumb money. Let's go check it out. Thank you for that super chat, BB. All right.
A lot of boring math later.
All right, BB. Let's go look. What are we looking at? It's called Dumb. Dumb. Let's go see. Chat, what'd I miss? Baldini, what's up, Chads? How you doing? Do you got Charlie Mars, dude? Somebody put a super chat That's kind of how it works. So somebody puts a super chat in, I pull up the chart.
BTUC.
Because Charlie Mars says, do you owe Crypto 7 a favor or something? No, dude, that's how it works, man. Like somebody wanted to see a chart and they put a tip in there. It's called a super chat, so we pull up the chart.
He's holding my cat hostage, actually.
He's what?
He's holding my cat hostage.
Who is?
I gotta say his name twice a day. It won't give me my cat back.
Charlie Mars?
No, Crypto 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Charlie's got enough.
Oh, they're talking about Crypto 7. Steady Pup, what's happening, bro? All right, Dumb. We're going to look at Dumb. Once again, thanks for that super chat. And so, yeah, man, people in the super chat, we look up the chart. So I've been watching this, keeping an eye on it. I got fibs on this puppy. We're looking good. We're under the 236. We're right inside my purple box. We have absolutely, look at that, beautifully come back to the bottom of the range of my purple box. The last line I have down here we hit, which is 4023, and I have one more support down here, which is this wick at 4016. Now, are we going to go that low? I don't know, but we're in the box, so for me it's a buy technically. All right. Let me look over here. So it's pretty solid rejection up here at 4039. I don't think this wants to hold where we are right now, to be totally honest. So we could take a dip down here to 4017, but that would be probably not for very long, I would think. It could be a type of a Wyckoff. We've come up. We're doing a retest. And this isn't quite a spring, but it is a lower low. Maybe this is going to take us one last drop into here. All right, like something like this. We'll come up, and then we'll bash across this, and then we'll go, right? But this could be longer. This could be extended because you want to think March, middle of March, if that's kind of where things are going to line up for in terms of ETH doing whatever it needs to do, and Bitcoin, as we talked about earlier, maybe it needs to like come down and do some chop for a little bit before it gets set up. So I'm just randomly using the middle of March as like kind of a go time. Plus that kind of lines up with the SEC case officially being over, right? Is that about 20 days? Let's say March 16th. Well, it's right at the end of the box. So obviously this could be extended. You get some extended chop. You know, this might be at the very end, right? So we might do some shenanigans in here for a little bit. So yeah, could make sense to me. Also want to look at we're looking good on the RSI. We are looking good on the RSI. Let me get rid of this stuff right here. I don't know why I'm using middle of March. I guess a lot of catalysts seem to be appearing. We have a bullish divergence down here with the RSIs ticking up, okay? This is kind of moving up right here while we're slightly moving down there. All right, so that's good too, which would be expected. The whole chain got a little bit bullish right now, right? But because of the news, right? So how many days going back is this? It's March 1st, 27. No, this has been picking up energy. People have been scooping it up down here. They've been buying it, all right? But there's not that much volume. And if all it takes is a Monday sloppy start of this week that just keeps this chopping, right? Maybe we just have to chop some more through here. Whatever. And then we blast off at some point. I think it looks good. I think you're in a good consolidation area and a good place to start DCAing into this. Yeah, it looks good. It looks fine. It's doing what it should be doing right now. But after such a big run, right? So I know that right now some of you guys are wondering, like, why isn't my coin pumping? Well, if your coin was pumping earlier And it did a massive move, which you can see Dumb Money did a massive move. Or we looked at one earlier. We looked at Remember also did a massive move, right? Let's see how big this move was. People are going to focus right now on Inc. and Pulse and PulseX and Hex and all that right now, right? So this did guys, this did 120x almost. This did double what Remember did. Okay, so it's got to pull back right now. I mean, there's a lot of people in profits right now. So someone who put $1,000 in down here has got $100,000 up here. All right, so there's profit taking, and a lot of focus right now is on the core. So you got to let your thing kind of cool off for a second. But this is where you DCA. So if you had bought some up here and you believe in Dumb Money, you buy a little more down here, so you get your average price up, and then you get ready. You're preparing yourself for the next run up, all right, whenever that is. I don't know when if it's mid-March, is it going to be over here or here? You know, we got to look. Everything's a little hairier right now. No one knows what's going to happen. We got to see on Monday. But it's looking good. Looking good. Did 120x. Did 120x. So this. What do you think, Fast? Is this a fair pullback after 120x?
120x in that time frame is very aggressive.
You're at 83%. Yeah. I mean, this could touch the down here where let's say that purple line. Let's say you hit that purple line I drew down there. Dude, that's an 88% drawdown. That's fine after doing 120x, and then you'd fill up your bag and you get ready again, right? So looking good, man. And thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it, pups. Chat, you guys are amazing tonight. I don't know. Chat is on fire. Deerslayer. Where you been, bro? You missed everything. We were talking about you for like 30 minutes. It's kind of good you weren't here. We said we were kind of like really Fast had some interesting things to say about Deerslayer.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna delete that part.
We'll edit it out later. Mid-March is blood moon lunar eclipse, normally bearish. Well, Puffy, that's what I'm saying. So the thing is, it would be front run, so you would slam into it, have your bear move, but it would become a spring where you would possibly launch out of, right? Like, it's not that you're going to get there and then you're just now bearish forever. Or we pump into it, you're right, and we could get knocked down. But I think a lot of things are being front run now, and the reason I'm saying that is just because we had the high before the halving. Everybody seems to just be front running everything now, right? The game. Everybody knows the game. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. These are just ways I'm looking at the market, right? That the blood moon's kind of probably to some extent being priced in. Just the fact that so many people are talking about it. Once people are talking about it, to some extent, it's priced in, right? Like, otherwise you wouldn't be talking about it. It's affecting how you're trading. Bottom line. And it's not a secret. The blood moon, everyone knows about the blood moon. Dude, you're not going to take that deer. Damn Canadians. We did the dumb chart. You missed it. Oh, let's go. We got to move on. Sorry. Deerslayer missed it.
Yeah, no, timing's everything.
You got to time the market better. Where are we at? Once again, everyone, thanks for the super chats. Everybody smash the like button. You guys are absolutely amazing. Subscribe to the channel also if you haven't subscribed.
What color's your guy? Oh, fuck off then.
Welcome to PulseChain. We love you. We absolutely love you. Trust me, we do.
We do.
Yes.
Definitely. Hugs for everyone.
Hugs for everybody. Welcome to PulseChain. We love you. There's 369 comments right now. Right now. Before Hans, you just screwed it up. Hans Majestic, you ruined it. We had 369 comments. Now we have 370. But that was a great moment. It was a good moment. Everybody smash the like button right now. That was a lucky moment. We're going to go look at where we at. We need to look at Pulse, man. We need to get to Pulse here. Pulse pumped really hard, man.
Nice.
And it retraced about 50%. That's about normal. I think that I wasn't shocked about that at all. Just pull. Yeah, 50%, exactly at the 50% right now. Let's see something really quick. All right. Pulse. What are we looking at here? Well, I think we're in, looks like a falling wedge now at this point, right? And, well, it's not confirmed. Yeah, it could be. Sure it could. So there we go. That's what we're in right now. I'm going to take that. Which is very bullish. I think now what's going to matter a lot is if we push up, if what happens on Monday. If people, like, this is to answer a lot of questions people had earlier, like why are people already selling? So people are selling just because of the macro. And we looked at that earlier, right? We looked at BTC. We didn't look at the ratios. Maybe we can look at BTC, ETH, and some of those things as well. But mostly because you see the Dixie, we wanted it to fall apart, right? Well, it's pumping. Not only is it pumping, it's smashed through the moving average, right? So you see how it was riding above this. It got under, and we've smashed it, and we're above it again. Now, it doesn't matter. We can have these times when it pushes up with everything else, but it's obviously there's fear in the market. There's no doubt about it, right? The fear and greed was down to 10. We got good news, but remember, general market sentiment right now is still shit, okay? So people are still going to sell the pumps, okay? They're going to sell the rips, all right? That's just what they're going to do, a lot of people. So that's why you don't see, if this was not the case, if we were at a higher sentiment or 50% above, you would start to see green candles stacking on top of green candles. But in this current situation, you're just not seeing it yet. But I think it's actually a good thing. Right now because you have to test psychologically the new people that are coming over here. Okay? You can't just hand it to them like that. Imagine people just came across the bridge, they come in and we just start pumping 100x. You would just have dumpage like you've never seen before. So I do think they're going to need to be tested. All right, we're going to need some tests for them. What else?
We need some euphoria before there's like the big pump, right? Or RH should deploy a big chunk of the sack bags.
Yeah, and look, ETH is here at 2,200, and it's right on the edge. Okay, right on the edge of a cliff, so to speak. Okay, now I think a miracle is going to happen. I do believe we're going to chop. We could possibly touch 19 at the last moment dip, maybe at that mid-March blood moon. We have that one last push down, and if it bounces at 19, dude, forget it. You better load up the truck, and we're about to rip because this is going to take off at some point. ETH is going to go hard at some point, but this needs to play out a little bit more. I do feel that. I don't see this just pumping suddenly. So people know that. So you might not get, candle stacking yet. But money is coming over here. That's what's important. And people are getting ready. All right? They're getting ready. That's right. Smash the like button. 100% we're going to look at pDAI for sure. So this is a falling wedge. This is very bullish. Let's see what happens. I need to look at PulseX. PulseX was on fire. And then we're going to look at the ratio of that. I need to get to that really quick. Worldwide. Okay, hold that question. I'm going to come right back to that. Let me look at the PulseX chart. I want to see this ratio, and then I'm going to come back. Oh, PulseX also did a 50%. Oh, got sold hard, bro. I mean, it did a 50%, but it's like they really whacked it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. So the ratio is probably back to where it was. Let's see. Nope. Well, yeah, it's really good. PulseX is good, man. It's looking really good. Look at that. It's really beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I'll have to look at that in a little bit.
What was the ratio? PulseX to Pulse?
Yeah. You guys saw that, right? It's just, it's crazy. Yeah. It's really hard to say, people, should you sell your Pulse into PulseX right now? Or I know a lot of people want to ratio trade. We got a break of this channel, but now, you could almost say do we have a new channel? If this is the case, is this about to switch? Now, I was telling Fast the other night, I said, I think at some point he is going to pump Pulse pretty hard, and it's gonna throw everybody off, right? And maybe that is when we have one of these moments, right? Like see back here when it started, everybody sold off Pulse X into Pulse. I remember that. Everyone was like, "Oh, you got to get Pulse. Pulse X sucks. Too many people sacked for it." You guys remember that? Remember those narratives? And then it went too hard the other way, right? You had this juicy double bottom. Look at this beautiful W right here. And then we've just been ripping up nonstop because also Pulse X is deflationary. And we're back up here again. Now, I can comfortably say this might be the top of the channel. This might be the new channel actually going forward. We need a little bit more touches, but a little bit more consensus, but so maybe at some point he flips it again and this sells off hard like it did back here. Not sells off hard, but he just pumps Pulse much harder. And then you get a kind of a reset of this ratio. And then they play this dance going back and forth for a while. But it's really interesting because it did hit 1-to-1. You see that? When it got over here, it was 1-to-1, Pulse to Pulse X. I mean, that's crazy. Especially because I remember...
There's always going to be somebody with their finger on the trigger at that ratio, probably, right?
Yeah.
But, like, is there someone behind them who's going to buy to push it past, right?
It looks like that, literally. Like somebody was like, nope, crush, right there. They just smacked it down. Yeah, look, if you want to be technical about it, the ratio, I mean, you would want to switch to Pulse now. Like, if you want to be really, like, it's crazy. It's done. Yeah, this may be the move right now to move from Pulse X to Pulse right now. Fuck, I don't know. I'd be nervous. Would you do that? Would you start swapping your Pulse X into Pulse right now?
Hard to say. I don't know. I always feel like in my head, I think Pulse is pretty heavy. Pulse X has the buy and burn. Pulse is inflationary by nature because of the validators. Pulse X is deflationary in nature because of the buy and burn. So, long term, I feel like Pulse X could be the win. Shorter term, it's a toss up because there's different things going on. Pulse is very important to the ecosystem, right? Like, people need Pulse. No one needs Pulse X to do transactions, etc. Right?
Right.
Yeah. And Deerslayer is selling it. So, man, I'm out.
Deerslayer, you gotta trade your Pulse X for Pulse right now, bro. Come on, look at this chart. It's a sell. Pulse X is a sell right now into Pulse. No one's. This is exactly probably why I'm thinking I should do it, because everyone's saying I'm not going to sell my Pulse X. It's the obvious move right now. You have to do it.
Yeah. There's consensus, so you should not be with the consensus. That's often correct.
Chat is always wrong.
Sorry, guys.
Yep. Sorry, chat. We're selling Pulse X right now. Dump it. Trade it to Pulse. Okay, really quick, I'll show you here on Pulse X. So what happened? Because we got to move on really quick. So you got you've got this high up here, okay, and you didn't make a higher high, okay? It didn't make it, even with all that euphoria, and it's been whacked down. See all these crazy wicks up here? People sold these rips pretty hard, okay? And that just, I think, has to do with the broader market stuff right now. People aren't ready to commit in general to the market. They're just getting in and getting out, and because we'll see what happens next week. But so you got a lower high, okay, from here, and I think people are going to wait, I guess, to see what happens. But in the natural, this would do something similar move like you see here. It would just sell off a little bit, and what you'd want to see is just a higher low, that it consolidates to a higher low than this right here. That's it. That's really it for now. But obviously, if things look very bullish on Monday and the SPX just climbs up and people feel very confident, then this will continue to rip, right? All that money that's come across the bridge will enter a lot of this stuff pretty quickly. Yeah, so I showed you guys a ratio. I'm telling you guys the move. It looks like the move is to go from Pulse X to Pulse right now, but it's not financial advice. We'll see. Let's go look at Inc. What's going on? But I do think there will be a time. I don't know if it's right now, but looking at that channel, it could be now. But the Pulse will have its day, a very strong day, without a doubt in my mind. Because you also want that on the crypto bubbles. You want everyone to see Pulse, like it's our Ethereum. I mean, it's our token. Sure, gas will spike for that time. It won't last forever, but it will have a pump. Now, Inc is looking really good, but very similar to Pulse. We don't have a higher high. We've made a lower high from here. So in the natural, this is going to come back. Hopefully you just stay on this trend line. You see this trend line I have going back here. And you just want to see that higher high. That's it. But these wicks
It is very connected to both PulseX and Pulse, the two biggest liquidity pools.
100%.
Pulse, PulseX.
100%. That's it. Nothing.
It becomes a DAO token or something, man.
That's all she wrote, man. Nothing else to say there. It's leverage on Pulse and PulseX, and I mean, this is a pretty juicy reversal candle here, and then we got that really euphoric news, but it didn't clear it. It did not clear it. So this doji is still in play, this gravestone doji, and we haven't had a gravestone doji that strong in Inc ever. Okay. Now, enough good news can overturn it. That's what it was attempting to do, but it did not do that. So, and when I look across this chart on the weekly, I don't see a doji like that anywhere. So my assumption would just be we're going to see a continuation of the trend, which is down for now, right? But that's fine. We're out of the court case. We know that at some point, all it's going to take is a little bit of more bullish news to come in, RH streaming, whatever it is, and we are going to rip hard to the upside. Okay, as soon as the market
could reduce inflation again,
reduce inflation
done it 4 times.
Yeah, the macro market starts to turn in a week, and fucking he does a stream in 2 weeks, dude. Forget it. Forget your TA. We're just going to go up green candles like crazy. But you got to be patient with how people are trading right now. People are scared. There's fear in the market. It's the way it is. PulseX is better. Turk, I'm just looking at the ratio. I was just looking at the ratio channel, and we are technically peaked out there if we stay in the channel. But listening to how many people are now so bullish on PulseX, I could see this being the time for that ratio to start to adjust again, and for PulseX to weaken against Pulse. It just makes sense. That's how market work, right? The trade's just so heavy on that side. All right, purple Bitcoin. We're gonna look at this. We got to 681. Oh, we got people really sold that stuff hard. People were just waiting for this pump. It looks like just to hit the sell button on everything. Really, everything's making these nasty dojis. It just means we're going to continue this trend, which is what we were on, just kind of slowly weakening. Nothing bad. It's nothing. I'm not worried about it at all. But yeah, people sold into it. Pup, smash the like button. Listen to Deerslayer. He knows what he's talking about. All right. So just smash the like button. I'm going to run to the loop. I'll be right back.
Well, what color's your guy? Oh, fuck off then.
So talking Inc. I was looking at the Inc code the other day, and right in the code it says that this could be a governance token. It's meant to be a governance token, like a DAO. People would use it to vote for stuff. Things you could vote for. It could be about PulseX, but it could be about PulseChain. It could be voting for changes to the validators. I think the most interesting one would be voting to see what gets to be a farm on PulseX, because that's a vote that's worth money. And those are the ones that will drive up the price of a token. Like you'd have, it'd still be worth money if it was just voting on like, let's change the logo from green to darker green. But if you're voting on something like what gets to be a farm on PulseX, that's the kind of thing where whales who have things they want to get on there will accumulate and hold long term, so that they can sway that vote. And we've seen that time and time again on many other chains. And I think that could totally be a thing on PulseX, potentially using Inc. or potentially using PulseX as the DAO token. Both are eligible, if I understand the code correctly. Or they could be, they could be two different DAOs that do two different things. Also possible. But Inc. has a lot of code for a token that you're just supposed to sell. It could have had virtually zero code, just like a meme coin, but it doesn't. It effectively has the same code as PulseX does. So man, we could see an ink DEX maybe. Who knows? What I'd really like to see is PulseX launching on Ethereum. I think with Richard Hart out of the bad spotlight and moving into the good spotlight. It's news like PulseX launches on Ethereum. You have a place to buy and sell, your Richard Hart Ethereum tokens, and we still have Hex there, of course. And PulseChain assets could be bridged to Ethereum, and then everybody on Ethereum would say, oh, what's happening with these PulseChain tokens? There'd be arbitrage back and forth between the chains on Richard Hart tokens. We could be launching, PulseChain meme tokens, bridging them to Ethereum and selling them on PulseX. Game on. Wolf spec. Don't tell them what I said. We're just dropping some alpha while you're going, Wolf. Nothing interesting. He's going to start muting me when he goes to the washroom.
A lot of boring math later.
Pups.
Yeah, pretty much.
What have you been up to? So quiet.
Indeed. Yeah. Nothing going on. Yeah.
Nothing? Just enjoying the quiet?
Nope. Oh, yeah. Just meditating in your absence.
Meditating in my absence. Okay. So I'm going to dive into WBTC, but Worldwide did ask, and if you were RH, how would you market make? When does he make the JEETS buyback higher? Okay. Let's talk about that very quickly. When does he make the JEETS buyback higher? Well, if I was the market maker, which I am not, I'm not even a financial advisor. I'm not even sober. Okay, I need you guys to know this. You should not listen to anything I'm saying. It's not financial advice. Sell everything now.
RH could be drunk too. I bet you he was drunk yesterday when the case, a couple hours after the case came through. He might have dropped a couple.
Oh man! All right. So what I would do. Here's what I would do. We need to get some JEETS off the stream, though, because this is too much alpha. I'm going to drop some alpha. So if we can get some people
Agreed.
Yeah, we need to get some people out of here. There are other great channels out there. There's no reason to watch this one. No reason. There's better alpha in other channels. What did I hit the wrong button. What's that button do? All right, we got some JEETS. Okay, those of you who are left, smash the like button. Smash that like button. Esbree Guy 6. Cheers, Wolf. Thanks for interviewing my buddy OG Web Chef a few months ago. It was almost a year ago. I'm his crazy neighbor guy who got him into Hex Pulse. It's awesome to see everyone's journey. Oh, no way. He told me about you in the interview. Because I remember asking him on the interview, I said, hey, how'd you, I ask everybody, how'd you find your way over here, PulseChain or whatever. And he's like my neighbor. I think I remember that. Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's doing really good, man. Yeah, man. Give him a high five. He's doing really well. A lot of people are excited about his ecosystem. And great, man. Cheers. I wish I had neighbors like you, SRI Guy 6. You're a great neighbor. Very good neighbor. You see my friend circle. I got the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
you're one of
characters, one and all.
You're one of the good ones, man. You're one of the good friends. So what would I do as a market maker? All right. Well, look, if people, let's just come over here. I'll do WBTC. I'll show you something here, but let me come back over here to Pulse. Okay. So, and I hope there's no new people who just came to PulseChain that are listening to me right now. Like, great, we just came over the bridge. This guy's about, okay, because here's what I would do. I mean, look, a lot of liquidity came in, right? And let's say people load their bags, all right, and they're all new people. I would probably squeeze it down and break this low here. That's what I would do. All right, that's probably way too much alpha for you guys. And the reason is because you got to test the buyers that just came in. You need to test them. They need to be tested and like how serious they are. Otherwise, they're just going to dump right up here anyway. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if
that makes sense.
Yeah, you, just like we got tested, right? I mean, look, I sacked. I bought way up somewhere. way up in the sky. I'm too embarrassed to show you where I bought. You guys know where we sacked. So yeah, you got to test participants, right? That's why I like charts that go up and down. I don't like charts that just go straight up, because you don't get to psychologically test the market. You need to test the buyers. You need to know how passionate they are about said asset. Okay, that's why Bitcoiners, right? What's the word? HODL. It dips, they don't sell. There's a whole charts that show you midterm holders, long-term holders. Why? Because no matter how hard that fucker dips, they won't sell. That's the market testing the conviction, and BTC is a cult because of that, because those guys will not sell that shit. Okay, and you can see it. You can see how long they've held. They just won't do it. And you need to find out, these people that just came in, at what price they're willing to like escape and get away from the pain, because they're going to be the first ones to dump when we go up. So unfortunately, if you have a lot of people coming off the bridge, if it was up here, then you could test them here. But we did it here, and I'm thinking, if I'm the market maker, I mean, you could push up and then run it down hard, but at some point you got to test them, and you can't test them too high. So if they all are coming in right around here in this range, you kind of know what I'm saying. It doesn't have to happen. You're asking, what would I do if I was a market maker? I'm guessing that's what I would do if I was a big exchange or something, right? And they do that with BTC, right? When they reach a new high, they send it back down to test all the people that bought at that high, right? So all the people that bought, ETH up here, they're being tested right now very hard. Look at this, a triple top. You got ETH up here at what? 4,800, 3,900, and then right here at 3,900. Think about how many people bought up here. Just think about it. And right now, they are being tested to their core. It's at half the price it was up here, okay? And you need to do it. It has to be done. It's the way it is. So the market makers absolutely testing those people right now. They're testing their conviction. Do you really believe in ETH? Are you sure you want this pain? Because some people will just want the pain to stop, right? If you bought at $4,000 Ethereum, it's at $2,000 right now, you're hurting. You put 10K in, and that's not even as bad as it could get. It could definitely get even more painful. So it's that anticipation that makes people sell. The anticipation that, fuck, I need to get out now before the pain gets even worse, right? And then at some point, the market maker reverses it and turns off the pain and sends us back into euphoria. Right now on ETH, we're in pain. Even in BTC, you're in pain. All the people that bought BTC at up here, 109,000. How many people were buying at 100K or right in this range? Everyone was packing their bags on these drops, right? Remember, you heard all the influencers, every wick. This is your last chance to buy BTC under 100K. This is your last chance to buy BTC, at 90K. I remember those videos, and guess where it is now? 80K, and it had hit 77K, right? So this is what it is. So you're testing all these people that got bought right in here. And you're going to find out how much pain they can handle and when they let go. And then the market will reverse and give them euphoria again, right? And that's how it works. And I'm not a market maker, but maybe I'd be a good one, maybe a bad one, I don't know. Can you give me the link to that stream from OG Web Chef? I missed out on that. Pentavision, what's up, brother? If you go to my channel videos and you click on playlist and you go to Conversations on Chain, and the OG Web Chef is in there. It's almost a year ago now. Conversations on Chain is a series where I do one-on-one deep dives with people, and a lot of interviews in there. You might see some other stuff you want to see too. Decentralized Me is in there as well if you want to learn about pDAI. There's some great alpha in there I did with my friend Pedro, where we deep dive into some T-share exploration for the future. My friend's got a big project revolving around T-shares over there. There's some good conversations in there, a lot of alpha. Everyone is a Jeet, they sell on a 20%. Yeah, we're going to find out. This is what new holders need, Rich. This is what new holders need. This is the last thing they probably wanted to hear. Too much alpha. Okay, so WBTC. But that was a good question. Because, you see how the market has to do it. It's part of market. That's how it works, man. You got to test people to the upside, because you also think of, let me flip this for you guys. So imagine down here, 82K. Imagine I drop this and you bought down here. So you're in profit. You bought it at 30K. You bought through here, this range. Okay, you guys see that? You bought through here. Big range, a lot of people were loading up bags at 30K. Okay, and now BTC has done this drop. what is it also testing? Your psychology. Now you're up almost 3x. But now what's percolating your brain is, do I sell? Do I get out? What if we go lower? Right? So the market's testing everybody, not just the people that bought up here. It's testing the people that are in profit right now to go like, hey, is this a good price for you? Do you want to sell? The market maker is like, I'm going to run it up again, but if you're willing to sell it at this price, great, because I'm going to mark it up again, right? So you're being tested as well. That like, if that guy sells here, then what happens is the price gets marked up again, goes into euphoria, and now what's that guy thinking? He's thinking, oh shit, do I buy back? Right? He wants to buy that asset back again because he sold it too low. Now he's in profit, so he can buy back. And then what happens? He buys back and the market maker tests him again. So, everybody's getting tested, not just people that bought high, but even people that bought low that are in profit have to be tested. And that's a healthy market. This is a healthy chart. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's got issues. It's like, very bullish as, Bitcoin does in a bull market, but it is doing the right moves in terms of going up, marking down, marking up, marking down, marking up, marking down. Very healthy, very good. You want to see that. All right. So really quick, WBTC was in a downtrend. You've got a lower high. So that would just tell me we're going to resume the downtrend. It's not a super steep downtrend. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't have to just come right back to where it was. It's just going to chop and do its thing. It's above a lot of support right now. We're looking fine. It's just a matter of now seeing what the macro situation does and waiting for them to reverse us from fear, where we're deep in fear right now, back to at least like neutral. Okay. And then we'll go to euphoria after that. Okay. That's all it is. It's just understanding these cycles, a lot of it, right? A lot of people get impatient, make bad moves. Let's go to, we saw Pulse, we saw Inc, same thing. We need to look at Hex really quick, man. How long have we been going? 2.5, okay. All right, I haven't looked at Hex here in a second. So Hex, P-Hex was in an uptrend and it broke down and then we got the euphoric news and it stopped our downtrend, but we got rejected pretty hard, okay? Because when we fell out of this uptrend, this became resistance, and now we slammed into it, and it looks like we're making also a Greystone Doji. So just telling me we're going to continue this trend or chop. So we're going to come back to this line or chop around here, hopefully. Hopefully we don't break down more. So that's it. That's all I got to say right now. This pump was definitely, on euphoria, on the news, right? But nothing in the bigger scheme of things has changed in terms of your market participants, right? We've already bought. Like, we're all the cult people. We've already bought. Like, I have a big Hex bag, right? So it's these new participants that are like waiting, like what's going on with the market, right? They're not in the cult yet. They're like the new people. I wonder if there are new people listening and they're like, man, what did I get myself into when I crossed that bridge? These people are crazy.
Welcome to the cult. We love you.
Welcome to the cult. We love you. We love you.
A few moments later.
Cults are good in crypto though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cults are your friend.
Cults are your friend. We like you. We love you. We love you. It's a good cult, man. It's a good cult. I will say that. Thank you, Sam. Well, you're welcome, Pet Division. Really appreciate it. Oh, from Switzerland. What's up, brother? I'm your neighbor. I'm right here, man. We are neighbors. Why an ink Dex, Abdul? Why an ink Dex? Okay, we can talk about that. What if everyone sells and the price goes all the way down, then it's stuck in that phase forever? What if a bomb falls on my head right now? What if the Russians start shooting again? What if everyone sells and the price goes all the way down? Stuck in it? Anything's possible. I'm telling you again, I'm not your financial advisor. Crypto could go to zero tomorrow, okay? To remind you, to tell you guys. This is a very risky place to be, pups, really. St. Wolf and Fast Abdul, do you guys see Pulse X outperforming Pulse this cycle? And if so, wouldn't it be an anomaly? We've never seen a DEX outperform layer one.
It's a Richard Hart DEX, though.
It's a Richard Hart DEX. You got to see it as more than a DEX, which it is. You got to see it as buying the exchange. It's a type of exchange, and it's a Richard Hart exchange, and it has incredibly deflationary math in a very healthy way. Like, it's very smart the way he's done it. He didn't overdo it. It's really nice, and you're gonna notice it later really well as we start moving. But it could absolutely outperform Pulse. But I think Pulse will have its moments too. Like I was showing on that ratio chart where it could, maybe we're having one of those moments soon. RD, Pulse X, 10X, one of the Pulse. But Turk, what's the reason for bang bang? What's up, dude? Frank White, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hex has better Pulse X has better tokenomics, buy and burn. Yeah, super deflationary, good tokenomics. Never seen this before. Yeah, it's true. But we also don't know what surprises he might have for Pulse later too, right? Wink, wink. Who knows, right? The demand
Indeed.
could. Remember, it's still supply and demand, pups. It's still supply and demand. Right now, we don't see it, but supply could go astronomical for whatever reason in the future for Pulse. You never know.
Yeah. If PulseChain gets busy and transactions get somewhat more expensive, right?
Yep.
Like, you could see the demand go way up really fast.
Yeah.
Pulse will always have a use case as long as the PulseChain exists. Like, you need it to do transactions, right? So,
Yeah.
which is not true of the PulseX token, right?
Yeah. Like buy and burns are great, or deflationary aspects are phenomenal. They're great. I love it. But remember, supply and demand, it's the most important thing. And if demand goes up in a bull run, which it will, forget it, dude. Pulse could just go nuts. Pulse could go nuts, without a doubt.
And if RH wants to pump the chain, if he pumps the price of Pulse, he literally pumps everything on the chain. Like, the stable coins will go up in price, right? We'll have stable coin arbitrage because Pulse went up too quickly.
Yeah. Don't ever forget that. He likes to buy his own tokens. And if there's one token that's going to rocket ship the chain, it's Pulse. He just needs to start buying Pulse.
Work, man.
He could go on a buying spree. Smash the like button and subscribe, says Deerslayer. I would listen to him. Just wait till the security issues with Bitcoin goes mainstream and Hex knowledge goes. Yeah. Chris, good point. Let's go look. Let me just look at this eHex and we'll talk about that ink thing. Find out why. Because I like ink. Okay, so eHex. eHex is looking good, man. eHex, once again, has kept its strength as it had before. It's been on this juicy uptrend. It fell below. It's just made a beautiful W, even though double bottom with a much higher low. RSI looking really good too, and it popped above the support or resistance that it was under. It came right back above, and it's floating above. And I think it's really good. And to me, this is looking like it's just creeping its way to go higher and higher. I think it's gonna be like one of those things where you're gonna turn away from eHex and you're gonna look back, and it's gonna be higher. And you're like, okay. And you're going to look away and you're going to look again and be like, whoa, it's just going to keep going up, because that's what it's been doing. And I don't see any reason in this chart it's not going to continue that. It's the first one people see. It's easy to get to. They don't even have to cross the bridge. So, yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really good to me. We still need to get above that. Was it 007? Let me remember, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we still need to get above the 007, which is right here. But then I think it could start moving pretty quick.
Above the James Bond.
Yeah. once it gets above that, it's going to pull a Roger Moore. No, it'll pull a Sean Connery. Yeah, that's better. It'll be off the races. Let's talk about. Okay, let's look at pDAI really quick, and then we'll come to we'll talk about ink. Everybody wants to know. So 008 is the other agent. pDAI. Now pDAI, same thing. Okay, we had a big euphoric pump. And we actually did get a higher high from where we were, but not a high, looking back, we still need to breach up here at let's just say 1 cent-ish, okay? Now, no, 0.01, we need to be more accurate here. 0.013, we need to get above. And we got a serious doji here, and we're on the daily. And I don't think it's closed yet, so that's good, but it's a reversal. Like everything else is kind of printing, which means we're just going to continue the trend. But we are in a bullish falling wedge. It's huge. It's a huge falling wedge, okay? And this is very similar also to purple Bitcoin, has kind of a similar vibe to Atropa. But if I extend this out, it's pretty massive, pups. So when this terminates, I would think when the breakout happens, it's going to be quite extraordinary, which I think a lot of people are anticipating. Even people that don't believe in the pDAI narrative are pretty certain we're going to get some serious pumpage off pDAI, all right? So it's looking good. Once again, you're in amazing DCA range, no problems. We're just waiting on bigger factors here. 2 more weeks. All right, let's go to... but we did hit, by the way, the low that got hit for the reversal was, because I know there's a lot of debate on the low, is 0.0063. 0.0063. Now, could we have another low? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Maybe not though. Maybe we double bottom before we break out. Maybe that is the low. We'll see. Let's talk about Ink. Why Ink? Fast Abdul. That's what somebody was asking. Right?
Well, there's a lot of code behind Ink for something that's just a reward token. So it could totally end up having additional utility in the ecosystem. The most obvious thing that the code supports is that it could be a DAO. And to me, the most obvious thing, the DAO is, like a voting system, right? Where the holders get to vote and each ink counts as a vote. The most obvious thing that they would be voting on probably would be what gets to be a farm, right? But in regards to the Dex comment, like that's, I just going off the top of my head, but, ink could be, maybe it's part of a new Dex that's just all meme coins or something like that, right? Like Ink could take the place of PulseX. It could end up being something that votes on what happens on the entire chain, right? It could vote on changes to the validating process, any number of things. But it's built right into the code that, it's set up to be a DAO. And it says right in the code that it is a governance. It is potentially a governance token. So
can I take you back to something you said at the beginning of your explanation?
Yeah.
You said Ink has a lot more stuff. So can you break that down for people, like why that stands out to you, and do other tokens not have as much stuff in their code?
Not usually, right? Like not a reward token that's purpose is just to be sold, right? So when you launch a meme token, it'll have a standard set of meme token code, that, means it basically doesn't do anything. It can be bought and sold and swapped and, that's it, right? So and once the supply is minted, no more can be minted, like this general meme coin stuff, right? So, but this is not that, right? It's set up with code to work as a governance token, which is not easier to do, right? So it's, it just gives it potential that something that is a meme coin wouldn't have. And it totally could have just been a plain ERC20 token that's only possible purpose was to buy and sell. And that would have been fine, right? Like nobody would have complained. The chart would have looked the same. But if it ever changes that it does have a function, and especially if that function is attached to money in any way, and the most obvious one to me is that voting on what gets to be a farm, then man, sky's the limit.
So there is, I think, a lot of us were bullish on Ink, even though we didn't fully understand, a lot of these details. We knew there was something possibly cooking with it for sure. That was certain. I think we were all a lot of us were. I've been a huge fan of Ink for a long time, and I highly recommend getting some Ink. I think it's good for your health, and it'll help you live longer. That's for sure.
Yep. Makes your penis bigger too.
It makes you bigger. Makes you grow size. You grow in size.
Yep.
Can we see EHEX reach 20 cents a cycle? Turk, 100%. EHEX is going to go well past 55 cents a cycle. Well past it. Okay. If it doesn't, it would technically be a failure. So not only
55 cents is the all-time high, right?
55 cents is the all-time high. Yeah. It's 100%. It's going well past that. Donald Rump, RH in the past has said he would never list his tokens on exchanges. Hexy paid $10K to go on Mexi, and they delisted it. Binance is $2 million for a listing. Binance is $2 million for a listing? Was that for real?
Sounds about right. Yeah, all the big exchanges tend to charge for listing.
Damn, right. 2 mil. Fuck. RH is not going to pay to list his tokens. I believe him when he says that. I don't see him changing on that.
They might pick it up themselves though, because they're losing business by not having this, right? Like they're getting paid on swaps, right? They're getting paid on fees for people coming in and coming out.
Right.
If one of these big exchanges picked up even just Pulse, right? They wouldn't have to have all the assets. So many hexagons would flow through their exchange to get onto PulseChain, to get off of PulseChain. Like it would be worth their while. So, you're leaving money on the table. One day somebody's going to come and pick up that money.
Yeah.
It'd be a good move for a mid-size exchange, right? Like big but not too big, like Kraken or something like that. Because they could come in and like Binance should do it, but somebody like Kraken who's like pretty big, probably has decent rates. and is reasonably trusted, they could probably increase their business by 20% with the number of people that would be touching their centralized exchange.
One pair of pants later.
Pups, did you guys subscribe to the channel? Did you? Because guess what I just saw? There's a gentleman in here, goes by the name of, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Tedward P.
Yeah, Tedward.
Tedward put the most contentious, I don't know, this is good or bad. I'm hoping this cult is more successful than Heaven's Gate cult.
Agreed.
So for context, Heaven's Gate cult, they wore like these uniforms, and they all shaved off their eyebrows and I think their hair, and then they cut off their genitals, ate their genitals, and then like committed suicide, right? Because there
That's an example of a bad cult.
That's a bad cult. Yeah, he's hoping this cult's going to be better than that. They were waiting for a comet that passed the Earth, and they were going to join it, but it only worked if they like cut off their genitals and ate them or something. I don't know. I don't remember the full story, but Tedward, I think we're going to be more successful than them. I think we are. I think we're going to do better. What do you think?
I feel pretty confident. I just sent you a Twitter about Hex and PulseChain being a cult.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Let me go look at that.
From a big influencer, a guy with 1 million followers.
Oh, shit. Taylor says the selling never ends with this shit. Oh, Taylor, come on. We got to cheer you up. We got to cheer you up. The selling never ends with this shit. Come on. It's ending. It's ending. It's going to end. 2 more weeks. No, but I swear to God, when the selling ends, you guys are going to be so excited and so grateful. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's really going to be amazing. The selling will end. The buying will end. Euphoria will come. It will come. It will come. All right, let's go check out this thing. Let me see if I can find it. Where are we at? Oh, that's not it.
Oh, it's her.
My mouse is jammed. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Got my mouse back. This guy?
Wall Street, yeah.
He says if you get triggered every time someone mentions your favorite asset in a manner that you disapprove of, then you are in a cult, not a community. Say shit about Hex one more time. Shit about Hex. Triggered. I want to see the whole
I gave him the referral to the Richard Help Apology Help Desk as well.
Did you? He says, I can accept being considered a cult member. Can you accept that Hex is legit? Sure, of course I can. Lol. What does that even mean? It's obviously a real, tradable asset with passionate community and volume on the assets. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he's not all bad.
Yeah, he's not all bad. His eyes are weirdly close together, maybe first cousin marriage close. Oh, fuck. He actually was being nice, and still they've unleashed. They've been unleashed on him. Let's see, where does this go? The heart of true den. Oh, PulseChain loves you. That's nice. This just shows how shit you are as an influencer. You guys are crypto lefties that like to spout lies. Girly boy. Space. He was being cool, right? He was kind of being cool. It was a good.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, he's being cool about it.
In that moment, I think he is like he's attention baiting on Twitter. Like he's trying to get engaged.
He's getting engagement. So, like, yeah.
Like it's totally true that the Hex community is like good for engagement. You say something bad about Hex on Twitter, and like they will be on you. They will find you. So like, and then your numbers go up. So you're gonna see that all the way through the bull market, no matter how good Hex or PulseChain is doing.
Yeah.
Even if Think is $1,000.
Even if Think is $1,000. Donald Rump says, how can we get huge volume without exchanges?
Well, we have bridges, right?
Yeah.
So, you can bridge on with Richard Hart, the Richard Hart bridge, or you can use Coast to go directly from a bank account to PulseChain.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What else you need? And you can use exchanges, like you use Binance to go on there and buy ETH, and then you can bridge your ETH to PulseChain. We have a lot of ETH, bridge USDC, bridge USDT, DAI, whatever you want. We can even develop large pools of Pulse on the east side that people could be buying up on the east side, and then bridging Pulse right onto PulseChain. So there's lots of ways to stay decentralized and for people to access any exchange they want, as long as it lets them bridge out to Ethereum or any other EVM, and
Yeah.
we can get it to Pulse.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll also get more bridges, I'm sure.
100%. Pups, I'm going to put a link in here. It's called by this guy, Frank White. He's a really interesting guy named Frank White, made this app. It's really cool. I just put a link in there, and there's some really cool links in there. It's a really great resource that you can use to connect.
Tools.
You should just get in there, grab a drink, sit down, and just play. Just go through the links, see all the different apps in there. There's onboarding, off-ramps, on-ramps. There's bridge swaps, bridges, dApps, liquid staking. It's pretty cool, man. Guys, you could check it out. Let me see. Did I give you the right link? Yeah, I gave you the right link. Okay, good. So check it out. Hey, Frank White, he's in the chat. Yeah, you got it, bro. It's a cool app. I like how it's easy and simple. One thing I like about it is just everything's right there. Like, it's simple. So you can just scroll through. It's really, really great. I just spend a few minutes, start clicking on stuff, discovering stuff. Just the way it's laid out. It's really great. Easy to use. So Deerslayer is saying ink to 1,000. Do you think ink can go to 1,000?
The math says yes, but I think there'd have to be a reason, right? Like we'd have to have some the utility added I talked about, or something like that, where it was more than just a sell token. But we know a friendly billionaire who could for sure make it 1,000 tomorrow if he wanted to, right? So yeah,
friendly
possible.
Billionaire.
But if it was, if you needed ink to control something, right, then whales would step in and be like, I want to, they want power, right? Like they already have money, they want power, and if ink equaled power, you would have $1,000 ink.
Nice. Bullish. Yeah. It's true. I really think that $1,000 is in the cards. I don't think Deerslayer is crazy. I think it makes absolute sense. I do absolutely have 400 as like one of my first targets on there, and I think I have 1,200 is my next target, and then after that, 2,400 is the next target. I know that sounds crazy right now, but if you remember earlier in the video, I showed you guys how we have a consolidation, then we get a stacking of bullish narratives, and then we go into that fifth wave into 2026. Possibly 2027. Remember, if you go back earlier in the video, I explained it. The amount of liquidity that could pour in, a lot of you guys don't understand how much that is. $1,200 ink may not be that big a deal at that point. Like, honestly, that much liquidity could flow in if we go into that fifth wave, if I'm right about that, right? If that count. It's going to be extraordinary. It's going to be like zombie apocalypse pump on steroids. All right? It's just going to be insane. Like, you're just going to be like, wow. Like, it could go to 4,000. We could have $4,800 ink. It could happen. Trust me, man. Because would that be a 10,000x? From 40 cents is $4,000, right? It's 10,000, or is that 100,000x? What is that?
I believe it's 10,000.
Yeah, that's your 10,000x. Yeah, it's in the cards, man. All these, everything that RH builds, just so you know. And I think I just saw somebody, Turk. What'd he say? Turk was pissed off. Every punk, dude. Trust me, guys. This is gonna pump. It's gonna be crazy. But everything that RH designs is designed to do a 10,000x minimum. And I'm not even saying that because I'm just bullish on the ecosystem and I'm a cult member. I'm telling you, it's designed like Fast. He's a mathematician, developer. Like, what do you think? Are they designed to do 10,000x's?
He's done it before. I'm pretty sure that was his plan, was to do it again. Maybe 4 times in a row with 4 different 4 different tokens, right? Hex could even do another 10,000x. Like, it's not that the math does support it. You got a reducing T-share rate. You have reduced inflation right now.
Yeah. Like,
he's actually doing things to make the price more bullish. And the thinning liquidity going into the bull market is like, the math changes drastically there as well.
Yeah.
And that's not even talking like stack bag stuff, right? Like, you talk sack bag and it's like, okay, yeah. Like, Hex could be $30 in like next week, right? Like, he could just do that if he wanted to.
Yeah. And
EHEX could could be a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because it's even more depressed in price. So if it reached parity and there was a 10,000x on Hex on PulseChain, well, EHEX would be whatever, like a 90,000x.
Yeah. Every bag you have, has a potential of 10,000xing. All right. And that's without exaggeration. He's done it before. And with the amount of liquidity coming in to the market, I wouldn't be surprised if this run, 10,000x is the minimum. That's like the new standard, possibly. All right. Like, yeah, Tam, you just said it. Perfect timing. You're saying a million X. Yeah. 10,000X may just be the base standard. We may be talking in numbers like, oh, yeah, did your coin do 100,000X or a million X? Tam, it's like perfect timing. Amazing. You guys are going to have to be worried about what color your Bugatti is going to be.
What color is your Bugatti? Oh, fuck off then.
You're all going to be buying Bugattis. It's going to be ridiculous, man. It's going to be ridiculous. You're going to be fighting over whose private jet we take. That's how crazy it's going to get. It's going to get crazy. Tam, good to see you. Landscraper, look at what happened to the chain when SAC bought under $1 million worth of PulseX. Yeah, it went crazy, right? Rich, how much liquidity would have to come into PulseChain for this to happen? Rich. Uh-oh. Is the stream dropping? Don't drop. What's going on? Everybody okay? Can you guys hear me? I'm not going to touch anything. Oh, I got movement. Fast. You there? No. Maybe I'm losing the zoom.
Sorry, I froze for a sec. I'm back.
It's freezing. I'm not touching anything. Fingers crossed here. Okay, I think
still live.
We saved it. We're live. Okay, good. Rich said, how much liquidity would have to come across the bridge for that to happen? We have to do another video for that. That's going to be a big one. A lot of math. Dan Sharani, keeping my e-hex. Right on, brother. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Deerslayer, Tam is the best. When's she getting on the stream? Ask Tam, when are you coming on the stream?
Yeah.
She always says she's working, so that excuse can't last forever. Vio boy, monsters, gore, loud and clear. Okay, good. We made it. Fast was freezing. Okay. Maybe what's killing my stream. I have so many things happening now that when we crashed yesterday, I couldn't even figure out what did it. But I'm wondering if it is Zoom. Maybe Zoom is taking up a lot more CPU or something here.
Could be. I don't think it's that heavy.
It's not that heavy. All right.
Not really.
Maybe I need a new computer. I should get a new computer. Saint, have you been given your holding percentages? No. I'm not sure if I want to yet. I'll think about that. I know that some KOLs do that, right? I'll consider it. That's a good point.
What does that mean?
When you put up what percentage you have of each token.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe in a different bag, like you don't have to, like you can.
I
you
mean,
could have like meme holding, like specific categories, perhaps, right?
Yeah. Need another monitor too. Hey, Deerslayer, you're happy to be the showrunner, run the show from wherever you are.
Press the buttons.
Nobody wants that gig. It's like the hardest gig. But hey, at the bottom of my screen, there's a ticker that runs under there. It's a hint. It gives you an idea, a little bit of my weighting right now. Actually, not totally, no, because my cores, I don't have my cores on there, but I have Atropa, pDAI, and Ink down there. So those are been three of my favorites. But I would say my cores are still bigger than Atropa and pDAI right now. Yeah. Don't dox your bags. Great bandwidth here. Got great bandwidth here. Right on. Thanks.
I'm a big believer in not doxing bags.
Yeah. It's okay.
I don't think anybody has to tell anybody else what they hold. You can talk about something without holding it. Like that's, the nature of like decentralized finance is like, yeah, it's private. Like, no one has to know what your bags are, right? Anybody can look at a wallet and see what's in a wallet, but it's very hard to attach it to a person, and that's what makes us strong, right? Is because we do have that privacy. And that could be one of the upgrades to PulseChain to even obfuscate, which wallet is getting what's going where, making it a privacy chain. That would be huge.
Interesting. Okay, let me think about that. Maybe I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. Let me think. It's already been a big learning experience, just being doxxed in general and making content. That's enough already.
Yep. Yeah, there's some pressure there to be sure.
Yeah.
There's not that many people that are, that they can. So you end up being, somewhat of a target for people's dissatisfaction or their satisfaction, depending on what's going on, right? Because you're one of the only people they can actually reach out to, that they can actually associate as a real person.
Yeah. I have to think about that. Maybe it's not necessary right now. Crypto bubbles in the hour. We're still Trump. Yeah, everything's just flat, pretty much flat, really, for the most part. I think we still hold up on the day, maybe. No, our pump got eaten. H-bar's got some juice going. Even Charles Hoskinson. You know why? Because he did good karma. But he was the first guy that congratulated Richard Hart, and that was very cool. That was that was just like full on G karma right there. So he's getting a nice pump on ADA for that. And I can't knock him anymore. That was pretty G move. Let's see. If you need somebody to know somebody's holding for a convention, y'all better get your wife's boyfriend to buy it for you. What's your name, Saint? Only your face is doxed. Yeah, I can't tell anybody my name now. It's too much doxing. Yeah, I think Fast knows my name. Eth. Do you mind?
Good idea.
Do you know my name?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Eth is adding. Fuck, I don't know if I know your name. Damn. Everybody.
Fast Abdul is my real name. That's what my mother called.
That's what his name, mom named. He came out fast. He just fast delivery. He just popped out. Everybody has
a good, honest Irish Scottish name. Like totally makes sense.
Everybody has leverage on me. Let's see, Deerslayer. Chris, usually what you promote reveals what you hold. Not in quantity, however, of course. Yeah. I won't tell everyone your name is Nathan Hale. What? Who's that? Somebody said, what CPU do you run? I don't know. You're really curious? I'll tell you. That doesn't dox me, does it? It's I have 64 gigabytes of memory and an M2.
RAM? You have 64 gigabytes of RAM?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to say anything because isn't it bad to tell people whether you're running a Windows or a Mac, or does it matter?
Not. Only if they have to be able to reach you anyway, one way or another. Right?
Okay.
People assume you're running Windows unless you tell them otherwise.
Okay. All right. Well, I have 64 gigs of RAM. I don't want to say anything else.
That's pretty good. I don't see that being a deficiency.
It hasn't been helping me, man, so far. But you know what?
What about graphics card? If you need a graphics card for all the stuff you're doing.
That's what I think is killing me because I'm plugged in.
Gaming PC type thing.
I'm plugged into a monitor, a big monitor, and I think that's just sucking like power or something out of me.
Running multiple monitors sucks. Okay. Not power, but like would slow down the frame rate.
Okay.
But if it's just one big monitor, I don't think
No, I got two. Because
the second one pulls a bit. I don't know how much. I'll have to ask.
I'll tell you what happened. I have a laptop and I broke the monitor on it. So the monitor on the laptop doesn't work. So I literally have to now feed the laptop into one little monitor and then one bigger one. So I think it's really killing it. Had it just been using its natural monitor, I think it would have been a lot less. Yeah. Unless you're doing the reverse to FUD, play poker, then you just buy the dip created. What's your IP address? It's awesome.
See, there's the doxy. Run a VPN, and that covers a lot of things, right?
All right.
Like VPN is a good OPSEC. Many things.
I met this girl on Twitter. She said she was a PulseChain fan and she liked my channel and she was asking me for my IP address. Should I give it to her?
No.
She's very cute. She's very cute, Fast.
On Twitter? Yeah, no. I got a lot of cute girls on Twitter too. I'm pretty sure they're hairy dudes in a basement somewhere that want my crypto.
More monitors, better GPU. She almost got me. I almost gave her my IP address. All right.
That's a weird thing to ask for. I've never had anybody ask me for that. I think your IP address does give up your relative location, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not exact.
Let's see what's going on here. How we doing? Was she wearing glasses? No, it was the glasses girl. How'd you know? You knew it was her. It was her. I was smitten. I love the accent. There's a few accents I really like on a girl. There's like 3 accents I like on girls. And she had one of them, so she got me. All right. Ink, we did ink. We need to come look at, we did dye, right? We looked at pDAI, hex, a little bit of red, a lot of red. Everything's pulling back. To be expected. It's a weekend too, pups. Is she Latina? No, she's not Latina. I like on girls, I like Russian, Southern American, and like that Austrian German accent. I like the weird, I don't know. I don't think a lot of guys like the same accents I like. Didn't the Rothschilds get rich through lying about a war battle result in Napoleon? What? Oh, it's a laptop. Yeah, it is a laptop, so it's probably not the best thing to run all this demand I'm putting on it, for sure. I should probably get like a separate little computer. When pDAI pegs, I'll be able to get one. I'll be able to get a couple, so.
Yeah, you'll be able to get all of them.
Okay, I'll just get all of them. All right, Magic Carpet Ride. We broke out. We got smacked down again, but looking good. This is one that's been holding up, and it hasn't rugged. So I don't know who made it, but it's been holding up, and we're at support, so that's good. It's a good DCA place. I've been liking it, been watching it. Let's see what PTGC did. That was a big one. We were looking at this the other day. Once again, just pulling back with the rest of the ecosystem. It's connected to everything, so to be expected. We didn't even get a higher high of this. So once again, continuation of the trend. I would say, depending what happens to you. You like the new Mac Minis? They're really worth it? Yeah, I was at the electronics store. I saw them. They look pretty powerful. They're cool. They're just really small and like fit them right on your desk. Look really good. Adrian. Yeah.
So much more expensive for a Mac though, like per unit of power that computer has, you're paying like 2x.
Well, yeah, Max. Yeah,
you'll take squares by them though. Like you avoid a lot of problems with a Mac.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. There's almost no viruses made for Macs, right? Like they have some built-in security features that, are just not in PCs, but you're gonna have, you gotta pay for that basically.
Yeah, you pay for it for sure. So yeah, this is looks like it's this range right now for PTGC. It's fine. It's a strong one. It's generally still holding up really well. Let's look at PulsePup too. PulsePup also had a little pullback with the rest of the ecosystem. Once again, still in this ascending wedge, moving to the upside. A lot of juicy volume here, 44K volume. You can see the volume down here as well. This actually made a higher high. So that's nice there. We need to look at anything you want to look at in particular fast.
Well, we've already gone through ink.
Yeah.
That was of interest to me. Let me look at my list.
TSFI. Got a juicy W. It looks very bullish, looking really good, but we got rejected here at old support, which is now resistance. So we're going to just range and just kind of continue what it's been doing over here.
We look at Solid X. We haven't looked at that for a hot minute.
Yeah, Solid X. It was so funny. I just had that chart on, like you just called it.
Okay.
So this has been. It went right up to resistance. It's been a trend that it's been in for a long time here, and rejected. Smackdown, no big deal. It's still just consolidating, doing what it's been doing after it had that massive run up. So no problems. Nothing I'm seeing is bad. Like, everything's just a continuation of its trend, what it was doing. Yeah, it was looking good. Let's see, Infinity. This was part of the Finvesta. You earn BFF. It has broken. It did pop above this resistance, but now it's broken back below. It'll probably just stay in this range again. No big deal. Once again, nothing's bad. But yeah, everything is getting kind of sold off, heading back to where it was. Like I said, with a lot of the charts, just a continuation of the trends they were on is what everything seems to be going back to. All right, nothing fundamentally changed, but nothing bad has happened either, okay? What matters is all this capital that's been coming across the bridge, all these influencers talking about it that we showed earlier in the stream. That's really bullish, guys. It's like fundamentally bullish, at the core of PulseChain, and look at Teddy Bear over here. We'll look at the bears, still in this beautiful channel. It's just chopping sideways between these two purple bands I got. We're looking good, man. We're looking good. Low could be in. It's holding up really good, actually. I think most of the sellers are done out of Teddy Bear. I can't imagine anybody would sell Teddy Bear now, especially after seeing the billions that a lot of memes have done on other chains. Base hit $1 billion, or Brett on Base hit $1 billion or whatever, right? So, I don't know who'd be selling Teddy Bear now. BFF back almost to 6K. It's only a $3.9 million market cap, so don't be turned off by the token price because there's only a very small token count, so that's why it looks like that. And the Bears, when the Bears run, the Bears are going to run, man. The Bears are going to run juicy. We're looking good. Falling wedge here. We got a ton of support here at 5K if we come back, but a lot of support where it is right now. We're looking good. You can catch the beginning. You get insider information, Deerslayer. It's enough. Your Mac, you're paying for the OS, basically. Perhaps being a Jubilee year, debt cancellation is the only way to not spiral out of control temporarily, and then we reset with global new cryptocurrency, and then we live on trading and inventing. Yeah, possibly. There could be some crazy bullish catalysts that happen. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? But they'll stack. It'll be a bunch of catalysts stacking on top of each other. G-Baby looking good. Looking good. It's hanging out above a lot of support. $16. It's holding up, man. Constantly making higher lows. So holding up really good. And yeah, we looked at a lot of stuff here. Atropa. Nothing changed. It didn't really make a higher high. All right, so it's going to continue just kind of where it is. Maybe say something like this. Whatever is what it is. That's fine. We're looking good. We're looking good. I'll go see if there's any new tweets from RH or something. So there's another tweet by Wolf of All Streets, which is, we looked at one of his tweets earlier. I can go back and look at it. He's tweeted again, Scott Melker. So he's a huge channel, right? He has like 108,000 views already on it. He says, breaking, U.S. judge has dismissed the SEC's lawsuit against Richard Hart, founder of Hex, PulseChain, and PulseX, ruling that the agency lacked jurisdiction to pursue the case. The SEC accused Hart of raising over $1 billion through unregistered securities offerings and misappropriating $12.1 million for personal luxury purchases, including the world's largest black diamond. However, the judge dismissed the case on technical grounds, finding that the SEC failed to prove a strong enough U.S. connection to justify its enforcement. This does not mean Hart was found innocent or cleared of wrongdoing, only that the SEC did not have the legal authority to prosecute him in a U.S. court.
Those numbers are funny. Like, raised $1 billion, and the complaint is in regards to $12 million, which, like, if that was his paycheck, I wouldn't really complain. And he still has $988 million left, if that was the case. That was not misappropriated, that presumably was going to go to something in regards to the project. $988 million would, man, I can't do the math on what that would do to the chain.
It would be crazy. Shout out to Somi, chimed in. He said, thanks for the coverage. PulseChain community is a hidden gem with no major exchange listings yet. We had our listings publicly stolen by OKX and Mexi exchanges. PulseChain community is 250,000 members strong with 170 plus content creators and 2 yearly community run conferences. That's right, man. It's awesome. It's super rad. He says, sorry, man, not the case. Some of you are wonderful, but the loud majority, maybe minority, are toxic assholes who troll people even when they're being positive. Zero chance your thing thrives in this environment, even if it's the best asset in the world. Ooh, interesting. Like, toxic maximalism is a scourge. So, well, they're talking about it. And here's the thing. They know they can't ignore it because they could have ignored it, right? They could have ignored it. All these influencers 100% could have ignored it, but they're not because they can't. They know it's going to be a force, and they just don't want to accept that right now.
What he said as the negative too is starting to change. Like, we really are adopting, welcome to PulseChain, we love you, right? Like, there's a push on that. Somi's pushing it. A lot of people are, like, I know it sounds cheesy, but like just the concept, like, if you can't think of anything else, just say that. But people are starting to interact outside the chain in, more positive ways, right? Not everybody on Twitter is an idiot. Somi's not. And he had a positive interaction right there.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Somi. He cuts through. He's being able to communicate with all these people, and it's really awesome. So any of you guys out there are not following at least his ex, you should follow it because he has amazing exchanges with a lot of huge influencers in the broader crypto space. Really great interchanges. Everyone responds to him. Are RH tokens considered U.S. made tokens? I don't know.
Good question.
300.
Where's the token made? Where is the blockchain?
340 million hex staked for 38 days. Almost 9,200 T-shares. Wow. That's pretty epic. That is pretty epic. Pup, smash the like button. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Okay? Has to be done. Okay. You just got to do it. You got to do it. What's this button do?
We hope you enjoyed this brief construction montage.
All right. I have to show you this really quick. I didn't realize what was going on in Greece, like right around the corner. Is this happening right now? Is this today?
Could be.
Athens is amazing, by the way. Whoa, this is crazy. Maybe next week's a little hairy still. This is... Yo. What's going on in Greece, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, looks like civil unrest. They have a lot of... I remember a few years ago, because Greece was like, almost getting kicked out of the EU kind of thing, because they couldn't balance the books. They had to lay off a ton of government workers and stuff like that. So I bet you it's a people's revolt revolving around something like that again.
Yeah. So I haven't been crazy about this. The Ukrainians have been putting up kind of like... They put a Trump shirt on him and they're like... It's not cool, man. It's
poor taste.
It's bad, man. They either way you cut it, it's just bad. Jeez. Oof. Jeez. Altcoin Daily, take all your coins off exchanges, not tomorrow, today. Yeah, that's good advice. Good advice, Pups.
There we go.
And actually, I have some on exchanges, and I think maybe first thing in the morning I'm going to take them off. I'm going to pull them off.
Good call.
Let's see.
Not your keys, not your crypto.
Yeah, because next week could be hairy. Maybe it's going to be a hairy week. We'll see. UK just signed a $2.6 billion defense loan for Ukraine. Okay, so they want to continue the war. It's obvious, man. They want to continue the war. And so I think we're going to get the peace talks, and that might be where we really have everything stacks up, right? But maybe we have to deal with their mentality right now where they want to continue this war.
There's got to be two sides to any sort of negotiation, right? Like, Russia has to believe that Ukraine will keep fighting, and Ukraine has to believe that Russia will keep fighting before, there can be a negotiation that will actually, dissatisfy both of them, which means that is a reasonable deal.
Yeah.
They have to be both unhappy with what happens in the end, right? And ideally that is that, that they both have to give up something.
The U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way as we are sending their sons and daughters to war. And they will have to fight because it's NATO that we're talking about. And they will be dying, God forbid, because it's a horrible thing.
Jesus. I hope the EU wakes up, man. I hope they wake up, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah, there's got to be a deal there somewhere, like.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the EU doesn't want Russia as their neighbor either, and Russia doesn't want the EU as their neighbor. Like, they agree on this, right? So, like, Ukraine as a buffer is not terrible.
Wait, is this AI?
I can't see it.
Wait, is this happening? Hang on, Pups. Does this just happen today? This is Zuckerberg. This is his wife's birthday party. His wife's 40th birthday party.
I'm sorry I'm here for someone else. It's good to see your face, and I really hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing
You gotta get me one of those.
I gotta get a suit like that. Yeah.
It's good to see your face, and I really hope you're doing well. I hope
This is awesome. Yeah. Richard Hart was right. Yeah, baby. Looking good. Let's see what else is going on. I think any updates on the ink protocol, Fast Abdul?
On ink printer?
Yeah, ink printer.
Yeah, I got. I have an audit
yeah.
back that I passed on to my devs. They're just reviewing that. Everything looks good. I'm going to Vegas next week. Probably shortly after that, we'll announce the launch date. Should be in March. And it's gonna be it's gonna be off the wall. There's a lot of people interested. I got a bunch of ink whales knocking on my door, looking for help getting a strategy together for how they can participate. And what that means, if there's a lot of the dollars minted, the ink dollar minted using ink, that there'll be a lot of fees that get paid to the stakers of the print token, which is the native token of the protocol.
Okay.
Yeah, ink backed stablecoin incoming.
Right on.
It's literally like the code is done. Like we just have to make sure everything's ready. But I'll give them notice, like maybe on this very show that people will have time to prepare. Right? It won't be a stealth launch. It's not a meme coin. We'll let everybody know so they can do their homework and have their ink bags ready. It's going to be a good way to make more money with your ink. I bet you it'll pay out more ink per day than the PulseX farms are paying out once it gets flying. He was.
Richard Hartman, right? Chat, who's new to the ecosystem out there? Who's new? Who's just kind of come across the bridge and or was waiting for the case to be dismissed? Because I completely understand, that sentiment. Is anybody out there new and finally now is tuning in because the case got dismissed? I just want to say, welcome
one's
to
in the chat
PulseChain.
if you're new. Choose in the chat if you're not new, but you were waiting for the case to be dismissed. How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
Some ones and twos.
Say it again. So 1 is for what?
You're brand new, and 2 is you're not new, but you were waiting for the case to get dismissed.
Yeah, Do it.
And 3 if you've been here forever, right? So if you're a Deerslayer type, you're just part of the background, then you do it 3.
Because I just want to say welcome to PulseChain. We love you. We love you. We really do. Welcome to the cult. Welcome to the cult.
One pair of pants later.
And
hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses? Oh, no glasses.
so
Hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses?
you're number 6. What? 7.5.
Oh, no glasses.
3 years.
Hey, serious question for the boys.
People are
Glasses?
just putting out random numbers.
Oh, no glasses. Hey, serious question for the boys. Glasses? Oh, no glasses.
Changed my mind. I like no glasses now.
You know what? I'm changing mine. I think she actually the glasses work for her.
Oh shit. We might have to bring her back another time to discuss it again.
Oh, you want to see something scary I found? Look at this shit. This is crazy. I think this is real. I don't think it's AI. I think this is pretty legit stuff. That it's just now we're seeing all these clips cut.
I wish I could be here more, but I really think Bill has everything under control.
That's crazy. Did you see her eyes?
I wish I could be here more, but I really think Bill has everything under control.
Yeah, she looks...
This morning, for example, he came into the Oval Office for our meeting, and I said, Mr. President, is everything all right? I want to thank the Academy for this tremendous honor. This may be the greatest moment of my life. I mean, ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a real actor.
No, it's Kevin Spacey. Another molester.
This is so creepy seeing this now.
I wish I could be here more, but I really think Bill has everything under control.
This is for sure verified, right? Like, you know, we've checked all the sources. This is real news.
It's real. I think no glasses won.
I gotta run, man. I got a meeting with some ink whales to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up.
Business.
Consensus is in. It's no glasses, pups. It's no glasses. So she won, and that's it, man. That was an awesome stream. Chat, you guys are absolutely amazing. Covered everything. We'll be back tomorrow for sure.
Right on.
Yeah, the music definitely made it more creepy. But you guys are absolutely amazing. We're going to crush it. It's going to be good. 2 more weeks.
Indeed.
If you find someone who's selling, kick him in the nuts for me. And fast. One for fast. You guys are awesome.